And welcome to the Siege, week 642, possibly 643. We're not 100% certain.
That was close.
If we can get an intern to maybe count the sieges at some point in time, that would help. This one's called Hey Ladies, and it's a pleasure to have some beautiful young ladies shooting in the castle with us tonight. Never before so many women have been seen in the castle at one point in time. My name is Jason Ives. I am joined to my right by the technician, his new nickname, Tim Neal.
How's it going?
The voice, Sean Green, is going to join us for commentary here in just about 10 minutes. And would like you to like, share, and let's build that audience. Let's get these ladies what they deserve. Let's get a lot of you watching out there. So please give us a like, give us a share. Quick shout out to all of our sponsors, Dark Brokers, Galaxy Apparel, Galaxy Barrels, Phoenix Amusement, Sidelines, North Point Bank, Whiskey Bent, and most importantly for this particular segment, the Checkered Flag Interview Cam. One of the things I've got to tell you, after 642 shows, I've never been quite as nervous as I am right now because the special guest we have, a secret crush of mine, who's not so secret anymore. We are joined by our special guest, Miss Karen Sensabaugh. Karen, how are you?
I'm fabulous, Jason.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks for having me. It's
Now,
an honor to be here.
Let me tell you, we got you a little something just for coming out here tonight.
Okay.
All right. Oh, thank you so
you
much.
guys
We
are
got you.
so sweet.
Oh, thank you for doing this.
Thank you very much.
It is wonderful to have you. We're going to
So
put those
sweet.
right there in front.
Oh, there we
look
go.
at
There we
that.
go.
It
We're
enhances
right
the
behind
checker flag
flowers.
logo.
Yes, it is. Karen, you are proof that God has favorites. You know that?
You're
really
so
are.
sweet, Jason. Thank you so
it
much.
It is such a pleasure to have you. I've never been so nervous before in my life, let me tell you.
Stop.
You are the best thing since Backroads. How about that? Throwing in a country reference really
Mike,
early.
oh, yeah,
You
get it in
that
there.
one? Yeah. Karen is a big fan of country music, as we
Yes, I am.
talked last night. So it's a pleasure to have it. Karen, thanks again for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Now, a little bit about you. You worked for the Indy Star for 42 years.
I
As a
did.
research analysis.
Yes, I
You did a little bit of time at Comcast, but we don't even talk about that part.
Yeah, no.
It's
we
the
don't.
42 years in Indy Star. Tell us
Correct.
a little bit about that. How was that job?
Oh, it was wonderful. Interestingly enough, my father
Yeah.
worked there, retired after 42 years as well.
Really?
And
Okay.
yeah, it was a dream. Newspaper is an evolving media, and it changed dramatically in the 42 years I was there.
bet you probably got out at
And
just about the right time.
I
right?
absolutely did. I
Yeah,
think that
subscriptions are down as soon as you
It's-
left.
it's not the
apparently.
same. Everything's digital.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, well, I
There
know a
you-
little bit about that.
I think you do.
Not much, according to Sean. But you had 3 kids. Everybody knows Brian.
Yes,
Sometimes known as Doobie, but I prefer to call him Brian.
I do too.
You and me both on that
Yeah,
one, Karen.
I do
Some
too.
people like to call you Mama K, but I prefer you call you Karen.
And I appreciate that.
Well, thank you. At best, you may be my older sister, but I'm not even sure about that, quite frankly.
Yeah, let's not go that far.
But you also have 2 other daughters.
I do. I have 2 stepdaughters.
2 stepdaughters?
Jamie and Robin.
Will they be watching this evening?
I'm hoping Jamie's on. I haven't looked yet to see, but I'm hoping Jamie's on. And if she is, hi to everybody. And hi, Ava. I hope Ava's watching as well.
And you have 3 grandkids and 3 great grandkids.
Yes,
Am
I
I
do.
right with that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Now, what are the great grandkids' names? Let me
Oh
put
my
you
goodness!
On the spot.
So,
All right.
so Sophia's the oldest one.
Okay.
And then she has a brother, JJ,
Okay.
and we have a brand new baby. That his name is Cash.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
That's
much.
awesome. I
It
don't
is
have
awesome.
any. I'm a little worried about Keegan.
We'll have to talk to Keegan.
Yeah, well, not right now though. Maybe in
Yeah,
about
maybe
5
wait
years
a
from
little
now.
bit.
Yeah, we could do that.
Probably
okay?
not a bad idea.
Now, one of the things that's unique about you, you're not a dart player, but you're a big dart fan.
True.
And I will tell you, as far as the demographic goes, you are right in our wheelhouse. That's what we're trying to get here, as people, just new people to darts watching the Siege.
Yeah.
So tell me about a little bit why you're a dart fan.
You know, I've tried to play myself.
You and I
it's
played
just-
once.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
I didn't forget it. It's one of
Interesting.
the moments I enjoyed the most.
Well, you know, I enjoyed it, but I just don't have a knack for it.
Sure.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't.
Yeah.
And so I found that once I learned the game,
Mm-hmm.
just from watching Brian and all of his friends, that it was just a really fun thing to watch.
Okay.
And so now I love traveling around watching these guys play in different tournaments and different leagues.
Do you get out quite a bit to watch it?
You know, not as much as I'd like to, but I try to go to the bigger ones.
Okay.
I was just at state. And yeah, it's an amazing group of people.
Is it the people watching aspect of it that you enjoy also?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because there's some characters.
Well, there are some characters, and one of the things that I would tell any of my friends or anyone that is not a darter and wants to either become a fan or become a darter is that everybody is so welcoming, and they'll help you, they'll teach you, and that's what I love.
Yep.
You tried to teach me, but that's the thing. Don't be afraid to come out and learn the sport and enjoy these wonderful people that make up Indy darters.
We talked a little bit last night, and one of the things we talked about is some of the benefit tournaments that the darters put on for each other. I think that it's truly very special. It's not something, obviously I grew up in England, it's not something that you see in England. I played in a few places around the world, and it's not something that you see in the other places around the world either. It's something that's very unique to the dart community, especially in North America, and it's great to see.
It's heartwarming to see the things that they step up and help with.
Yes.
And, you know, everything from someone with a child who is ill or needs help to when someone passes away, you know, any situation.
Well, and just this week we had I believe it was a Skaggs family down in southern Indiana whose house burnt down. They lost everything. And it's all over Facebook, and everybody's doing whatever they can to pitch in. And I would bet within the next month or so there's going to be some sort of a benefit tournament that's organized to help that family out.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. And like we talked about, darters, there's so many of us, it can get a little bit cliquey with the different bars that everybody goes to. But when there's a benefit tournament, all those rules are thrown out.
Everybody comes
pitches
together.
in, you know, and it's fantastic to see.
Yeah.
It really is. One of the first benefit tournaments that you got to witness was Kat Hopper's benefit tournament. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
You know, I knew Kat and Chris from just watching darts and following Brian around, and had the privilege and honor of knowing Kat, meeting Kat. But when she became sick and when, you know, things turned to the worst, I have never seen a group of people that stepped up and surrounded that family with love and everything that they needed. And that was the time I said, you know, this is amazing.
It's a good group of people.
Yeah.
It really is.
They
It's a good group of people, and it's just it's an honor to be associated with them.
Absolutely.
It really is. They're fantastic people. So let's talk about the match tonight, all right? I think scoring is going to be important tonight. Would you agree?
I absolutely agree.
I think scoring for the dart players is going to be important tonight too, Karen.
You're right.
Zing, zing,
Zing.
zing.
Right over the
Tim,
head.
cover my back in case Doobie tries to go Will Smith me.
Oh, my.
But the match tonight, we've got Mary Beth and Jen Fares on one team. Now,
Yes.
I assume you know Jen Fares pretty well because Ben's your second child. Is
Yes,
that right?
he is my second son.
Yes.
Yes, he is. He'll tell you he's the number one, but he is my second son.
We'll talk first about Mary Beth.
Yeah.
I would say realistically, probably the best female player currently in Indiana. That's going to change, and it could change tonight, and it could change next month.
Yeah.
But currently, probably the best female player in Indiana. Have you seen her play before?
I have seen her play, and I absolutely agree with you. She's extremely talented.
Yeah.
The biggest match I watched her play was on Siege.
Okay.
And
Battle of the Sexes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she happened to be playing my son.
Yeah, well,
and
We
actually won.
We remind Brian of that quite often.
Yes, we
quite
do.
honestly.
Yes, we do. So yes, I have seen Mary Beth play, and she's very good.
She is fantastic.
Yes.
And she drove 2.5 hours to get here this
Yes, she
evening.
did.
So she could win one of these
I
highly
know.
coveted wooden trophies.
Yes.
Brought to you by the Forged Egg.
Brought to you by the Forged Egg. Her partner, Jennifer Fez. Now, Jennifer was new to the game about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Quite frankly, I was there when she was new to the game. Couldn't hit the dartboard.
Yeah.
Couldn't hit the dartboard at all. Very inconsistent. If 2 out of 3 of them stuck, it was a little bit of a celebration moment for everybody.
Right.
I've also had the pleasure and the honor of streaming her at different tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
She's never been on a Siege before. But at different tournaments, when we go out and broadcast those tournaments, I've seen her hit a double 14 to win a game. I've seen her hit a double 4 to hit a game. I know she hit a double 18 to get to the finals of a game
Yep.
before. When it comes down to clutch shooting, she is one of the best out there.
Yes,
I
she
think.
is. You want Jen there. One of the things about Jen that I've noticed as she plays is, that's when she's needed to step up, when it's that shot she has to make, her focus is intense and she comes through.
Well, it makes you wonder why she can't maintain that focus throughout the whole game.
Well, I think she tries, but but when she's needed, and that's the thing about tonight. I think that Mary Beth and Jen have a really good opportunity tonight to win, and I think it's going to depend a lot on Jen and staying focused and coming up with those big shots for sure.
Now, they're playing against Amber Hardwick and Sierra Edwards.
Yes.
Now, do you know either one of these two?
I know Amber.
No, Amber?
I've watched Amber play. Amber's a brilliant darter. I think Amber's been away from it, and now she's kind of getting back into it.
Yep.
So she's excited about tonight.
Well, she had a kid, a beautiful kid.
She has a beautiful
But
baby girl.
She had a kid and stepped away from
Yeah.
the game, starting to get back into it. I like to think that her last appearance on the Siege is what really sparked her to get back
Yes.
into it.
Yeah, I think so too.
But she played for Team USA for a while.
Yes.
She's a fantastic shot. And quite frankly, if anybody is to knock Mary Beth off of her number one perch,
It'll be her.
It could be Amber. There is another young lady called Renee, plays down in Southern Indiana. She's also very good. Looking forward to having her in the castle at some point in time and soon. If she would answer my message.
Somebody's getting a little.
Yeah, well, that's all right. But she's also a fantastic player. Her partner tonight is an interesting specimen. She's a wee thing.
She's a tiny little
She's
girl.
a wee thing, but she's a powerhouse.
She's a firecracker.
Yes, she is. Sierra Edwards.
Yes.
All right. Now, she's married to James Edwards. James was on the castle here about 4 or 5 weeks ago. The only person to ever finish a match on a double bull on the Siege.
Wow.
Yep. So if we ever do a highlight reel,
There you go. James is going to be in
probably
it.
gonna be on it. Right? But James has really gotten her back into darts.
Yeah.
And she volunteered and wanted to come out of the Siege. I think for me, Sierra is going to be the X factor.
I think you're right. I think she's, just so everybody's clear too. This steel is not her game.
No, it's not. No.
She said she's been practicing for a couple weeks.
Yep.
But I think, her background is where it needs to be, and she's gonna play well tonight.
I saw Sierra actually. I was with Kat at the time. I saw Sierra at a bar on the southeast side, and this was before she had actually taken some time off of darts, and it was soft tip, but
Yeah.
she was lights out.
Yeah.
I was incredibly impressed.
Yeah.
I like to watch dart players and their form and how they throw,
Mm-hmm.
and she was the one that really caught my eye. She was a fantastic shot, but then she stepped away from the game for a couple of years. And it'd be interesting tonight if she can recapture some of that form.
Yeah.
Because I think Amber's going to need some help with some of the scoring
Yeah.
and hitting some of the big clutch darts.
I agree.
And if Sierra can come through with that, she doesn't have to go lights out. But if she can come through with that, I think
They're
we're
going to be
in
right
good
there.
shape. In good
Yeah,
shape.
I agree.
Well, let's go to predictions. We always go to Tim first because he's always wrong.
Always.
Let's let Tim. Yeah. Let's let Tim
we'll
go.
to Tim first. Tim, what you got? Who you picking tonight, sir? Give us a winner and give us a score.
I'm taking Amber and Sierra,
Amber and Sierra,
7-5.
7-5. That was not who you picked in rehearsal.
It was 100% who I picked.
All right.
I think the score might have changed.
No,
No.
it
Same
was
score?
7-5. I wrote it down. I'm not smart.
Okay.
Karen,
I can't remember
are
those
you
things.
going with anybody but Mary Beth and Jen's team?
Oh no, that's my pick.
That's your pick, Mary Beth and
Mary Beth and Jen.
Jen? What's the score in your opinion?
Oh, I think it's going to be close.
Okay.
7. I don't know, 7-5 on their end
7-5?
maybe. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm the only one that thinks it's going to be closer, and I think it's going to be Sierra and Amber. I think Amber's going to hit the winning shot, and I think it's going to be 7-6 in the final
There
match.
you go.
All
Let's
righty?
hope it's that competitive. I think it's going to be a great night.
You're the one
I-
that changed what your prediction was from earlier.
Well, I wasn't changed. I just didn't want you guys to copy what I did in
Okay.
rehearsal. Right? I'm always right, and I didn't want you guys to copy. All right, folks, we're going to go over to the walk-on cam now. The walk-on cam brought to you by the Forged Egg, who made these beautiful trophies for us now. The first person to walk in is the people that won the piddle. So let's take a look and see who walks in at any point now.
And if you like the
Timing is wonderful.
if you like the trophies that you saw on the
There they
interview
come.
cam, the Forged Egg is located on Facebook. Also, there's an Etsy shop at etsy.com/shop/forged egg.
Yeah, support the Forged Egg. They're great people, quite frankly. It's a husband and wife team just trying to get through. And we look at Mary Beth, and there's Jennifer Ferris. They won the walk-on cam.
They won the piddle.
They won the piddle.
There you go.
They also won the walk-on cam, quite frankly, as they got here first. Look at Jen. Anything you're picking up from the body language there, Miss Karen?
She looks very relaxed. I think.
does?
I think she's focused. You can see it in her eyes.
Yep.
Yeah. I think
Now, if
she's-
she can just maintain that focus all the way
Yes.
through, there is Miss Amber Hardwick.
Big thanks to Ben Fair sitting on the couch sending 1,900 stars. Let's go, Jen and Mary Beth.
All right. Thank you,
sir.
Ben.
The first stars of the day.
Yep. I think that's what we're going to do. Our next investment on the walk-on cam is getting a better cam for the walk-on cam.
Oh, the walk-on cam.
Yep. There's Miss Sierra. She is a wee thing, as they say in Scotland.
And this might be the first time she's actually used the raised Aki.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
definitely. And
Is
there's
this
the referee
Yay.
extraordinaire, Keegan
Yeah, our
Ives.
referee for the night, Mr. Keegan Ives. Well, Karen, I'm going to leave you now in the trusty hands of Sean Green.
Awesome.
I'm going to tell you right now, he's happily married, so don't talk to him.
Oh, okay. I'll leave him alone.
All right. But thank you so much, Karen. I'll be joining you here in a couple more
Very
legs
good.
just to get things going and keep everybody moving in the right direction. But thank you for being here. Please enjoy
Thanks
the
for having me.
flowers.
Look. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate
Oh,
it, guys.
It's a pleasure.
All right.
Look at the focus. They are all focused
I
and
guess
ready to go.
They turned it off. Yep. They're still warming up.
Yep.
Keegan will give them the go. Go ahead. It's not there. Oh, okay. I just saw black. And I am fixing the scoreboard.
What is up, everybody? How's
Welcome
it
back.
going?
What's up, brother?
Mama Kay, how are you, dear?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm great.
Ready for this great match.
So ready. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I heard,
Dennis Shea, 1,200 stars. Thank you, sir.
yes, thank you so much. I heard you guys' score predictions. It's going to be a close one.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
I agree with that. It's going to be very close. I like the battle here. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
At least we didn't hear that last joke that Jason forgot to say. Thank God.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you hear me breathe a sigh of
Yeah.
relief? Yeah.
He told me that
But
he
I
had
was
some
prepared.
stuff planned.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were terrible.
I
Fair
was
enough.
prepared for the answer though, but it would not have gone over well.
Mary Beth opened up with a solid 60.
Yep, here is Amber Hardwick. Amber just, you want to talk about a good throw.
Well-
We're not going to worry about that 12 there, but
Hey, if you're going to miss by 2.
yeah, exactly. But here is Miss Jen Fairs.
Everyone said you were an absolute natural on the mic.
Aw, thanks.
Thank you,
It-
Tim.
you know,
and I
guys
couldn't
make
agree,
it.
and I couldn't agree more.
Thank
You're
you.
awesome.
You guys make it so easy.
We,
This is so much fun.
it's.
Oh, Jen.
I'm
She's a
happy
little
that you're
nervous.
enjoying it. And yes, because I saw her warm up, and she was not doing that.
No.
So it'll take a couple rounds. They'll start to get to a point where it's just darts, And here is Sierra. Sierra has a very elongated backswing there.
Yeah, her biggest issue coming up is this first time playing steel, really playing steel, and she doesn't really throw the dart too well. She has, I call it a soft tip throw.
Okay. I like that. Guys, we got quite a few of you in the chat here. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Hit that share button for us. I am Sean Green of To The Point Streaming, joined by the Philly legend, Mr. Tim Neal, and, of course, our guest host tonight, the amazing Karen Sinzabak.
Thank you.
It is so nice to have you here.
Art Booster, 500 stars.
Look at this. Oh, Amber almost gets she gets 125 there.
Solid.
Big darts there. And that's following the 80 from Mary Beth. You guys, we warned you in the pre-show. There are going to be some good darts here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we're seeing it early on.
Jen dropping down low. She's afraid to throw it off the board right now.
Yeah.
That second dart she threw off the board kind
She'll,
of affected her a little bit.
yeah, she'll relax here in a minute.
Did you announce Art's 500 stars?
I did. I just did.
Shout out Art.
Art's the man.
So Ashley Ritchie is saying that she is just here for Jen. and not us.
That makes sense. I agree with that statement.
All right, here's Mary
Hey,
Beth.
my little sister's in.
I was going to say, there's a message for
Sis.
you.
That's my little sister. That's my nickname for my little sister.
Emily Porter sending 50 stars for Miss Karen.
Thank you, Emily.
And thank you for those 50 stars.
I wonder if Amber will start at the 19. I don't think she will, but she should.
I don't think that she will either. Nope. Especially after that 125 she just hit.
She's throwing very straight,
Yes. And she is using those Stephen Bunting.
which is crazy because
Darts.
she randomly picked them up the last time she was here, and
Yep.
she loves them.
Yeah, she went straight
she-
to them this time.
She might hijack them tonight.
Yeah, you're going to have to count your darts after the end of this, Jason. Hey, that's a good miss.
Hey, my wife Janice is on.
Janice. I love Janice so much.
She hates me. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I think she hates me too, but like, it's out of love.
Nah, she got a good surprise. Our oldest son stopped in and said hi before he
Awesome.
went to Miami with his boys.
There you go. Miami's gonna be fun.
They went to the Ultra Music Festival.
Nice. That is a 37 there from Sierra. I do that all the time. I just miss further left.
Gotcha.
That's how it works there.
How do we miss Gen 74?
She had a trip 16, and I didn't miss it.
We didn't announce it. We
I
didn't
know.
announce it.
I'm just kidding. Straight 60 there from Mary Beth, and you're gonna see Amber and Mary Beth have very straight throws from the eye line.
Jason Watt, Ives was on the mic earlier, and you missed him for the first 15 minutes, and I'm sure he'll be back in a couple minutes because he's infatuated with Mrs. K. Mama K.
Yes.
Although, Jason, you could try sending, 10,000, and we'll see if we can get him over here. I don't know.
She needs to be here every week.
yes. Apparently.
More stars.
First start there in that trip 19 as well. So Jen is settling down after that start. Gets 60 points. Leaves Mary Beth on 90. Sierra on the big
Alright.
fish though. She hits this. I'm
We're
gonna
going
quit
nuts.
right now. That's not a bad first start, honestly. On the big fish, I usually hit a 12 or a 9 maybe. Shooting at that. Not.
She got 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, leaves a bogey number for Amber.
She should have went down once after the first miss.
Yep.
But again, it's her first time playing steel tip, really.
So Mary Beth has options here. Went after I'm not sure, but hits the trip 19 to leave
Yes.
32, and gets it. Wow, Mary Beth Collins, ladies and gentlemen,
Right
takes
out
out the
the gate.
90
Nice.
with a 1 with the first dart. Trip 19, double 16. That's how just getting it done. Your son saw a lot of that when he played on the Siege.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of Mary Beth?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He absolutely did.
Jason Watt, 1,000 stars for Karen. Misty Bemis, 500 stars. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you guys so much. All of the wonderful support you guys give us. Jason Watt, 1,000 stars for you.
Oh, thank you, Jason.
Yeah, you're welcome back every week. You might get my job and keep this up. And
That's
there's
solid 83.
big trip on the last start there. Mary Beth is throwing with my wife next week in Vegas.
Nice.
In both
Nice.
ladies doubles events.
Kevin Shaver saying hello. What's up, Kevin?
What's up, brother? So that'll be a nice fun duo there.
Guys, watching Sierra throw, knowing that she's a soft tip darter,
Mm-hmm.
are you seeing a difference in the way that she throws that dart, in that she's just learning? Is that
Well, for her, she
She's soft.
doesn't. She probably not accustomed to it. With steel tip, you actually have to really emphasis on following through.
Mhm.
And in soft tip, you can get away with just letting the dart go and let the dart do the work. But here in steel, on the steel tip side, you actually have to throw the dart. And if she starts throwing it a little bit harder, you'll see her autocorrect because like her darts are leaning sideways when they hit the board right now, and that's because she's lobbing them.
Gotcha.
And that also is going to have a little bit to do with a consistent release. Letting go with all those fingers at the same time is going to make that dart look straight, head into the board, instead of a little bit crooked or sideways.
Gotcha.
Jen Heiser Smith, 530 stars. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you so much. White Tiger Elizabeth Worley White Wolf is watching along, and that might be the coolest name I have seen in our chat ever.
Eric Ramsey, 100 stars for the nasty 90 out.
Yeah, that
It was awesome.
was gorgeous from Mary Beth. And that's part of knowing this game, right? Mary Beth is a grew up with steel tip, first and foremost. That's her first love. And knowing that hit that one, leave 89, and immediately know trip 19, double 16, it makes that out so much easier to just automatically know that math.
And double 16 is her favorite double. That's her preferred double. So
Gotcha.
There you go.
So she knows how to get to there many different ways.
Yes, Jason. Big Ben is in the house.
Yes, he is.
Why is Nathan cheering on Nate Hostetler?
Hey, let's go.
Let's go, Nate.
Nate better do some damage on this dartboard or get over here quickly for that. But
We're just pushing him off right now.
and Nathan, don't worry, don't go anywhere. He's
Yeah.
going to show up eventually.
He'll be here.
You stay right where you are, sir. Guys, great darts going on here at the Siege. Hey, ladies. I love that name, you know? All right, Miss Karen, I got to ask you the questions.
Big triple there.
Based on their body language, what are you kind of seeing out of the 4 players? Are you seeing
I think-
anything with them early on?
No, I think as far as Sierra goes, I think Sierra is still a little bit tense. Mary Beth looks very relaxed. She looks like she's enjoying herself and clearly shooting well. I think Jen's getting into her groove too. She seems a little bit more comfortable.
We saw a nice little smile there from Sierra.
Yeah.
Throwing. I think that's probably her partner trying to loosen her up a little bit.
Yeah.
Once this game gets going, once a couple legs go in,
Right.
once she realizes that she's going to shoot what she's going to shoot, and it doesn't really matter, you know? I know that the real pressure for both these teams are really on Amber and Mary Beth. As far as they have to carry the team. They
Right.
know that they're going in there as the veteran steel tip players. And as their partners, all you have to do is help them out.
Byron Butterfield, 1,000 stars.
Yeah, Byron, what's up, brother? Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
Yes, it is ladies' night.
Yes, it is. And once they just kind of relax and do that, they're going to be good to go.
Now, are we playing cricket at all tonight?
We are. Yeah, crickets will be on
Okay.
legs 3, 6, and 9.
Okay, very good.
Mary Beth a little high on that first one. And again, it goes in the single 20, but for her, that's a high dart. Earlier in warm-ups, Jen said nice darts, and Mary Beth hit one single bowl and then missed the other 2. And I immediately go, well, nice dart, because I know Mary Beth, and Mary Beth is a perfectionist when it comes to darts.
Right.
So you'll see she'll shake her head a lot of times when she just misses barely.
Now, when they hit the board and it falls,
It
Does not count.
okay.
That is
But
a
in
thrown
soft
dart.
tip, it would have.
Yes.
If it registers that dart.
Okay.
And sometimes I'm pretty sure the soft tip board just guesses every once in a while.
Sean's better half, Megan, donated 50 stars. Thank you, Megan.
Megan, love you so much. Thank you for the donation straight from my pocket into my pocket.
So she doesn't contribute to the funds? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, she contributes more than I do. Let's put it that way.
So how's it from your pocket to your pocket?
Well, what's mine is hers, and what's hers is mine.
No, what's hers is hers. Come on, dude. You're married. You should know that by now.
Well, you know, she's going to Vegas next week. She'll be okay.
All right, bullseye first start.
She actually went down on the 19s. That's an interesting move because she'll know the 135 is a bullseye start. So she must have made that decision based on something else. And Sierra stepping up here with 105. See that this first start's going to kind of dictate how she does with the last 2 darts. Gets a 12 there.
Triple 19.
90.
Oh,
Three left.
she had
went trip
93.
18, which honestly, with your opponent on 95, just set it up nicely. Just clean it up a little bit.
She's thinking about it.
Yep, and she can
Don't-
also always ask Keegan. That's one of the things that people do not utilize enough. Is the
She threw it off the board a little bit.
ask Keegan for what to do, because a lot of times they just forget that he's available to tell you what you have left.
And Jen likes the 19. She likes the bottom of the board.
Yep,
She
and
goes 17.
She switched to it after the first round.
Yeah. After she threw off the second dart.
Yep, she switched to it right away, which is very smart.
This is when Jen typically steps up.
78 left. Was that around there?
Double 9?
Was I wrong there on the 78 left?
Nope, you're right. So double 9.
18 left. Needs a double 9 here. Oh,
She
hits
hits the 12.
but that's not bad. Leaves 6. Still doesn't bust the 95. In that case, you just don't want to bust the 95.
Yeah.
Bill Ramey with 500 stars. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
7 for double 16.
And here we go. Double 16 for Amber to make this a 1-to-1 matchup. Oh, hits the 7 to leave 25. So Mary Beth on 6. It'll be interesting to see if she...
Do you think she'll...
She might split it, but she might go right at it. She
went
went
right at it.
Oh, she sure did.
I should have left it.
Wow.
That was beautiful.
Wow. Will Stewart. Yes, it is. Thanks, buddy. Love you, too. Shouldn't have said that last night on stream, I guess. All right, so 1-to-1.
First cricket match.
2-0.
2-0, yeah.
Mary Beth has been the difference in the outs.
So, guys, what
Only 2.
What would you suggest that Amber and Sierra do?
I think Sierra's going to be
differently?
more comfortable now because she's in cricket. And a lot of soft people are a lot more comfortable in cricket.
Really, what's going to settle them down is seeing some darts start to go where they're supposed to go.
Yeah.
If Amber would have hit out that 32, Sierra, it would have calmed them down immediately.
Absolutely.
And the fact they had a shot at the out and just missed it, they're right there. And they know that they're not far off from this being 1-to-1.
Right.
As Jen does get the close on the 20, she'll stay there, try and point.
And she does.
In cricket, you always listen. Pointing is always going to be the best option.
Pointing.
Pointing. So once you close a number, like Sierra is trying to hit some 19s here to close the 19s, you need 3 of them to close.
Mm-hmm.
Once you close it,
And
like
she
right
does.
there, big dart. So now Mary Beth can close the 19s with 3 of her own to stop them from being able to point 19s, which is what she tried to do on the first start. Now she'll probably look up and point. No, she stayed there. That's an interesting Mary Beth move.
Yep.
And you see her go up and point the last one. And when you have 3 and you close it and the other team does not have it closed, you're allowed to point on that dart.
Gotcha.
Kevin Shaver, 1,000.
So you're scoring points on those. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, so the ultimate goal is that close all the wedges you need to have closed and have the most points to win the game, win the leg.
And if you close all the wedges and you do not have the most points, you haven't won the game yet.
Yeah.
You have to have more points than your opponent to win the game, which is why I always say pointing is never a wrong move.
And a
Right.
good rule of thumb is if you can't close a wedge with 1 dart in your hand and you can point.
Hey, we'll take that bullseye, though, from her. Gets that single bull in there. That'll help later on.
Absolutely.
This will tell us a lot about this one right here, Sierra. If Sierra starts to settle down and do what we know she can do, which is throw pretty good darts, they're gonna be battling back and forth. I think that might be the difference here.
We just gotta get her to throw a little bit harder so she's not dropping them off the board, and that's a uniqueness from not being accustomed to throwing steel tip darts.
Yep, as you see there, Mary Beth is throwing the dart firm, but she's releasing it a little bit too soon, which is how it's going high.
She's correcting with her arm, which I've never seen her do before.
Yeah, I've never seen that either. That's an interesting move, but she's throwing well tonight.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And she'll feel like she's throwing well tonight compared to the last time she was here.
There's a big close.
Yep. Amber closes
And she
those
should
20s.
go 19, and
Yep.
she does.
And points the 19s.
Solid 4 mark.
So now they
Or
can't
2
point the
mark.
20s anymore.
Okay. Because
So now they
they're
have to look over
closed.
18s or 17s. And if it's Jen might look at 17s. Nope. She's
Nope,
trying
it's
to go to
closed.
18s.
Well, hopefully she... Okay.
She is going to 18s. And it's a single there on the second dart. Ooh,
Just
just
outside.
into the wire of the 1. So here is Sierra Edwards. Her husband, James, is a very, very good dart player. He was our Masters B state champion 2 times in a row. Sierra closed those 18s on the first dart, and Tim had it absolutely correct. You can definitely tell Sierra is much more relaxed in cricket.
Yeah.
And that's just because it's pretty much the same exact game as soft tip, whereas 01, you're shooting at a different segment altogether, and it makes it a little bit of a different game.
Gotcha. So when you're playing cricket, guys, do you just logically go 20 down, or is that just, you know what I'm saying?
The older players will do that.
Is there strategy there?
There's a ton of strategy.
Okay.
Yes. It also depends on if you're comfortable with your opponent, you may do something out of the blue or out of the ordinary or what they expect to make them think about what you're doing to take them out of their game.
Okay.
So there's a ton of strategy involved in cricket.
Okay.
Yeah, cricket is kind of like chess when it comes to darts.
Well, clearly you have to keep an eye on your points.
Yes.
Yes.
So, because you can't win if you don't have
More points than your
more
opponent.
points than your opponent. Okay.
So right now, Sierra is completely free to either point 19s, 18s, or 17s, or close the 16s. And we're going to see her at least take 2 darts at the 16s here. And now that she hit the first one, she'll probably stay there for all 3. Unless she's going to drop into a
I think
trip
she'll drop
19. And we always say if you're going to miss by 2. That trip 19 is huge point-wise.
That puts a ton of pressure on Mary Beth here.
And that's the other beautiful thing about cricket is every once in a while you'll throw an accidental dart that is humongous.
I'm a little surprised that she didn't go to the bull with having one wedge there.
Well, she also had one wedge on the 16s. I think
But
she
there's
was
more
thinking
points.
that.
You
No,
can
I
get
agree.
more points in the bull. That's the only argument there.
All right, here we go. Amber's going to try and close down those 16s. She does, and she'll look over the 15s here. I love that 16-15 transfer. Do you love that?
I do, but I also would have been cool with her going to the bull there to at least tie up with the bullseye.
Yep. But that is also the thought process of a master player and Mr. Tim Neal to think that way. Because
Exactly.
Most non-master players are not even thinking bullseye to set up their partner for a winning dart.
Right.
They're thinking, now it's time to hit a 15 because I just closed the 16s. So Sierra is going to look over at the 15s.
Absolutely.
And you can just tell how much more comfortable she is throwing here. She's not throwing as tense, would you say?
No,
No,
I think
she's
she's definitely more
She's
relaxed.
throwing a lot harder.
Yeah.
They're a lot more consistent.
I'm very interested to see if that changes once we go back to 01. Do you think it will, or do you think she'll stay now?
I don't
pretty
think it
loose?
will. I think she I think
Yeah, I think she's
a
figured
good
something
thing
out
with
here.
cricket is she understands how she has to throw the dart to get to where
Yeah.
she needs it to be.
Mary Beth is going to 5 mark the 15s, though, and make them think about the fact that this leg's over. Amber's still with a 33-point lead, so she will close the 15s with the first dart. I'm interested to see maybe the second dart. Well,
You
ideally.
just jinxed her right out of that.
Ideally, you would close it. And she does.
Squeeze it in there.
I always like to throw out my
Let's go to-
ideally.
Let's go to that Whiskey Bent Bullseye cam today.
The
First
Whiskey
one.
Bent Bar and Grill Bullseye Cam. Jen already has hit a bull today, in this leg, and those are right
Oh,
around
yeah,
there
she's
too.
so
She's right
close.
there. And she gets one.
She gets one, bangs it right off the flight. I love that.
Let's keep it there. The Whiskey Bent Bullseye cam looking nice and bright tonight.
You know what? I am not certain that she's not going to point here. With a 33-point lead, and they have an X.
I
on
wouldn't
the
point
bulls.
because you can't close the wedges.
I don't think she's going for the close or the point. She's not now for sure. She might on the last start though. She
No.
might have on the last start.
No, she went back to the 16.
But those are closed.
Yeah, she's shooting bullseyes.
Mary Beth's going to shoot bulls all day long.
There's
one.
one.
Don't you love the super bullseye cam?
I do.
Look how close those things are to
It's
each other.
Amazing. And
And
so
she
is
gets
that.
all 3. And that is why Mary Beth will not say that it's a good round if she hits one bull. It's just not how she rolls.
she
She's
knows she
gonna do
can.
that. Amber's going to have to point here first.
Oop.
And she did, too. Got a lot of 19s.
5 of them.
We just wanted to surprise you with a reveal of where she was shooting those.
Sorry.
All right, here we go, guys. Miss Jen dropped that first one. And, I mean,
There's
what
one.
an adjustment on that second one.
Those Randy Farn darts are looking mighty nice.
Yes, with conversion tips on them. She was going to throw the big bends, because that's her husband. However, she could not find those. So she
Well,
went
I don't
with
think
this.
she's a. Oh, what is she doing? She did point.
Yep, she pointed that first start, and I'm okay with that. And she went back to points on the last start, and I'm still okay with that.
Yep. Knowing who's following you.
Yes, Mary Beth just hit 3 bowls, and she's more than likely to hit 3 bowls this whole time. There's 2 of them.
Eric Ramsey just shared 50 points and said, for the great camera work. Good job.
My baddie.
You know what? I appreciate that, Eric. Thank you so much for those 50 stars, buddy. All right, let's see what Amber does. She shot her first one of the bowl. She might look somewhere else. Oh, no, she hits that single bowl. Oh, you can tell that hit something to wire up. So gets one of them. Jen has been pretty steady on bullseyes. And that's a beautiful thing about sometimes when you get a soft tip player.
It's close 17.
Yep. They tend to be better on bowls than all these other wedges because
And
they
gets
do
an
that.
18 as well.
Hey, you're going to take those drops all day long. All right, see what Sierra does here. She has 19s and 18s to point, and she can also go for she only needs one dart to win this. A double bowl will do it. She went back to points pretty quickly.
That's why I stayed away.
And
I don't know her strategy.
Yeah.
Air high five for that. All right, Mary Beth has winning darts in her hand right now. I think she closed. I think she's trying to close first
I
with the
think
first
she dropped it.
Oh yeah,
She just dropped it low.
only gets one. Amber needs 2 bowls, and also a lot of. She could also point a lot.
There's a
she's just gonna
double,
get the
that's
2 bowl
it.
on the first dart.
And they're on the board.
2-1, and that
That's
will
a
relax
nice-
them a little.
Yeah,
That's a
it will.
break.
That's going to help for sure.
Breaks the throw. We'll start off this leg as well, so chance to get right back into it. We go back to 5:01, guys. Hit that like button, hit that share button for us. I am Sean Green at To The Point Streaming, joined by the Philly legend, Mr. Tim Neal, and the beautiful, amazing Mama Kay. Been a fantastic guest host so far.
Thank you so much.
Been so wonderful.
I have to remind listeners, too, I'm a non-darter. I'm a dart fan. So if I'm asking questions that seem a little out there, it's because I don't play. And Lindsay Hatfield actually had a good point. She said you learn more when you do play.
That
But,
is true.
As a fan of the
Big
game, there's little nuances that I love to ask questions about because it's, what are they thinking?
Well, and
Why
we
did they
love
do that?
And we love that you're asking those questions to us because a lot of times we do this every week. We play darts. We've been playing darts forever, it seems like. So we don't think about maybe necessarily what we're talking about versus someone who does not know the game very well. Because right now we have family members tuning in.
And we have them every
Exactly.
week that there's family members or friends or coworkers that
Right.
are tuning in to watch their friends play, and they have no idea what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, guys, if you ever have questions for us, let us know. Put it in the chat. Don't be afraid to do that. We want you to understand what's going on just as much as the dart player that's watching. And look at those starts there from the ladies, 85-80 for Jen and Mary Beth. They did not get phased at all by losing that leg of cricket.
No.
And there's a big trip, 19.
What a good cover shot. Gets 78 points there.
See, Mary Beth, she is sponsored by Super Darts USA.
Yep, she is one of their VIP players. And actually had 2 Super Darts players on the CSC Challenger Series last night.
I saw that.
Kenny Doyle averaged about a 5.8 for the match.
That's it.
That's
Slacker.
crazy. And played against Laughing Assassin Jordan Meyer.
I do think Sierra's throwing a little harder now.
Yep, but again, it's a little bit more of a. She's thinking about it a little bit more than she was in cricket still.
Jen's throwing some more force today too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see that follow through has got some force to it.
I think she's doing a little too much right now. I think she's trying a little bit too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the second one she slowed down a little bit and she hit where she wanted, then she threw a little bit harder on the third. When you throw harder, you tend to pull a little bit.
Yep.
So when I watch the guys play,
Big
you know,
68.
of course, I'm used to watching the Bens and the Lees, and there's a lot of strategy that goes into it. Are you sensing tonight that these ladies are using strategy as much as you would normally see?
Mary Beth is.
Okay.
Mary Beth has the strategy down pretty much to a T, and she also understands her opponents. So she'll change her strategy based on her opponents.
Yeah, Mary Beth and Amber have actually been partners before in Vegas. So they know each other's games pretty well. And I would agree with you. Mary Beth is using strategy, but that also means that Jennifer is using strategy.
Okay.
Because as your partner of Mary Beth, you're going to use the same strategy. You're going to use that strategy too that Mary Beth does.
Well,
So as darters, when you step back with your partner, are you talking about and thinking about what that next shot's going to be?
I would say guys don't do it as much.
Okay.
But the girls do it all the time,
Okay.
and the guys should do it as much.
Yep.
Do as much as girls do. One thing that we have to mention is when the second Mary Beth got here, once she was relaxed and calmed down, the first thing she did, she went to Jen and they had a conversation about what do you like, what do you don't like, what do you prefer, how do you want me to guide you through the board.
Mm-hmm.
And Jen said, I prefer the bottom half of the board. I'm not a big fan of the 20.
Big
But
darts
whatever
from
you tell
Amber.
me to throw at, I'm going to throw at. So they had an understanding what was going to go on.
Mhm.
So,
And that's what
and I'm
any
sure that's what
partner should.
and I'm
should
sure that's
do
what
with their
Amber
partner.
and Sierra did in the garage too.
Do you generally prefer, as darters, to play with the same people over and over again, or do you enjoy playing with different partners?
I like playing with people I've never played with before. It just adds a level of competition for me
okay.
personally.
Tim likes to show off,
No.
so when, he,
Don't
when,
like to
when
show
the
off.
person doesn't know how
Here,
good
I'll pick
he
you
is,
up. I'll
No,
carry you.
he
when I traveled the steel tip circuit all over the country, I played with the same person. And went back to Philadelphia in January and played with him again.
Yeah.
Like, got the whole band back together thing. If that's the case, I would rather play with the same person every single week.
Right.
But blind draws and that, I love to grab people that I don't know and I've never played before or I've
Mhm.
never even seen play before.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun for me.
and that's more of a better question for Tim anyway, because what happens with me is I play with different people all the time, but that's because my partners drop me.
I don't want to play with them
Yes.
anymore.
They're like, I'd rather not work this hard to do what I can, you know. So, but in all honesty, Tim's right. I love playing with different people. I love playing leagues with different people. Of course, I will prefer playing with my wife over anyone whenever she can. We're very good league players together.
Mm-hmm.
We're not the best tournament players together.
Does Mary Beth go 25 for 36 here?
I don't know what Mary Beth does here. She has that option. 25 will leave 36. She went 15. That's another obvious route with leaving 16 if she hits the trip. She leaves herself
46.
for now 32, and she's loved this.
And she hits it.
Mary Beth is 3 for 4 on doubles tonight. I don't even have to really work hard to keep track of that. She's only thrown 3 of them, or 4 of them, and she's hit 3 of them.
Yeah, she's very... and 2 of them have been double 16.
Yep.
So
And the other one was double 3,
Yeah.
which is impressive to one dart that.
And whoever paid the stars and asked for it,
Oh yeah, we got stars for you to come back.
the
Well,
man, the myth, the
I heard
legend.
Jason Watt was in the chat, and I'm ready, Jason. Anytime you want. That's the 4th time you've ducked me.
Oh,
I know
gosh.
you you've been playing a lot better lately, and I'm really proud of you for doing that, by the way.
Why you ducking me, man?
But why are you ducking me all the time, brother?
That is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jason Ives.
What a
joining
match
us here.
tonight, hey guys?
Oh, they're playing
That's
great.
a pretty
Yeah,
good
playing
match.
great.
I'm telling you what, I'm really impressed with Amber's darts tonight. Quite frankly,
Yeah, she's playing well.
she is playing really well. She's got something to prove tonight.
Hey, gentlemen, we have a question.
Yeah.
Someone just asked, Sarah. Sarah says, "How do you get into this?"
Sarah, that is a great question.
Yes, it is.
Jason's going to give you the best answer you could possibly imagine.
You
I
know,
can do it if you.
Yeah, here's the question, right? Do you want to go out and start out at a blind draw, or do you want to go out and start out in a league, Tim?
Oh, is she referring to getting to the?
I think she's
the
just
siege?
talking about the siege.
If
Oh,
you would
the
like to
siege?
play the siege, if you go
Oh,
to
well,
Indie
that's
Darts
different.
to the Point Streaming's Facebook page, we have a pinned post at the top of our comment section. If you make a comment on that pinned post of your name, where you're from, and that you're new to the siege location, and Jason Eyes will set something up and try to figure out how to fit you in.
And Jesse, out in Ohio, you sent me a message earlier on, and quite frankly, today was the first time that I looked back at it and realized I didn't answer. You are coming up on the schedule, sir. We, folks, some of you had names on that list for an awful long time, and I'm going to tell you, we're going to get to you. We're going to work everybody in. It's not that we have a huge, huge list, quite frankly, as much as we're trying to get a very even matchup. The siege is designed to be about an hour and a half long, and sometimes it's only 45 minutes long, and that's because I don't do my job well enough.
Yeah,
So
thanks for that.
we're trying to get it
It's
so
all
we
your
get
fault.
really even matchups. We like to shoot the partners, doubles, obviously. We do have some different formats in mind coming up, too, but
In different levels. Well, and that's
Yep.
the beautiful thing. We try to get all levels of darters, from brand new to playing steel for the first time, which we've had multiple times, including Sierra tonight, like playing steel competitively. And, we go from that to
Mary Beth.
and the arguably the most decorated American dart player in history, Larry Butler, who was here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Julie Matthews, 200 stars. Thank you so much, Julie. Appreciate it.
But let me ask you guys.
Yes.
You take somebody like Karen, who is beautiful tonight, by the way. I don't know if anybody noticed that.
You got some stuff on your nose.
Oh, thank you. But take someone like Karen that's just watching this tonight. They're tuning in, maybe watching their cousin or relatively throw some darts, and they decide they want to get into darts.
Mm-hmm.
Would you tell them to go to a league, or would you tell them to go to a blind draw first?
I would tell them to go to a blind draw just to get their feet wet, but with an understanding that not every darter is open and outgoing and personable.
Yeah.
Some people are reserved and curmudgeons and grumpy and don't like things.
We
certain
have
way,
all
but you
the
can't let
characters.
that go away.
We have all the 7 dwarfs.
Yes.
We do.
Even Sleepy is
that's
there.
that's a great analogy.
Yes.
It
We-
really is.
But and quite frankly, what you'll find of these blind draws, if your partner is not one that's speaking to you, somebody else that's watching the match will be happy to tell you how to shoot
Absolutely.
darts.
Yeah.
You know.
Ashley Elizabeth sends us 500 stars for Jen trying to throw with her drink in her hand.
Hey, whatever works.
Hey, I love it. And Mr. Ives, I want you to know that Mr. Watt is still here and hearing everything that you're saying.
He said, set it up. Let's
set it
go.
up. Me and Ben Fairs versus you and Lee Jones.
Oh, well, that's. I mean, we need the show to go more than 20 minutes. So, but yes, I will set that up. I will be glad to set that up.
Uh,
It depends on how much gravity you're fighting that night on if it's going to be 20 minutes.
One thing I will mention that everyone that's interested,
right there.
everyone that's interested in playing at the Siege,
Should be staying
you
right at the
literally
18.
have zero say on who your partner is.
What?
That is set up by
Why?
Mr. Jason Ives.
Yeah.
Why'd you
He
say
sets it up.
Hold on, sorry. He just said stay at this trip 18s, and that's the worst move you could do here with 82 left. What are you thinking?
I thought she had 86 left. I do apologize.
Lee Jones just dropped
Call
out of
him
that match.
Yeah. But yeah, all you're doing is agreeing to play at a certain time when Jason reaches out to you. You do not have a say on who your partner is.
Well, for Tim, is it Tim Ford?
Yes.
Tim Ford has messaged me and had a little fun with Tim. I said, well, Tim, who would be your dream partner? And he named 4 different people. And I said, all right, well, it's none of them.
Tim's a good kid.
Yeah. No, he's going to be on here soon. I'm pretty sure he is. All right, Sierra, come on. Yeah, Sierra is very capable of darts. Watch her back foot, though. If it goes up a little bit too far, the dart's going to go low.
Well, you can tell that's tense.
Yep.
That's all that is a tenseness in her body that is causing that leg to follow the arm,
Yep.
right? Like
Yep.
that's how tense her muscles are. Is that it really her arm is reacting with her leg.
14 for tops.
All right. She go 14 to tops here.
She did.
Double
And
10.
Double 10.
Oh.
Leaves 14.
And that's a tough leave, too.
We
Might be
found-
good for Jen because she loves the bottom of the board.
Well,
There
she
you
might
go.
split it because
She won't split it. She'll go right at it.
You think so?
I think so.
Oh,
Look
that's
at
a
this from
big
Amber.
first. She'll go right at it now. She got rid of that 1.
You can tell Amber has a fantastic release with how fast her darts spin to
Yep.
that dartboard.
I'll tell you, watch her face walking up to pull the darts out of the dartboard. You can see she's a little frustrated with herself.
All right, here we go. Miss Jen is going to step up here with double 7.
Tim gambling on the fact that she's going to go right at it. And she did try and split it.
Her partner told her to split it.
Yeah.
All right, so Sarah, and that's because
She's on a
Sierra
bogey.
was not on an out.
And Sierra's up next.
Yep, and not on an out, and that is exactly why Mary Beth probably asked her to split it.
I like the double 40 because if you go single, the 3's right there, so you can go 3 double 2. You're all on the same plane of the dartboard.
That's fair. That's fair. You're shooting at the same color.
All right.
She's going to 6 double 8, 6
She's
double 4.
looking there. Yep.
Yep.
Double 4. It's that little green bit
Yeah.
there.
She
smokes it.
Of course.
Woo!
She is
That was
just
something.
guys. If you want to hire Mary Beth to give you a clinic on how to hit doubles, she's probably available. She is in the Fort Wayne area, and you'll have to meet her there. So,
Well, once again, I remind you, we spent a lot of time picking out these matchups so they're even.
well, I mean, listen. Darts. That's darts.
Yeah, that's fair.
And we're back to cricket, which
And
we
that-
saw Amber and
yeah.
Sierra dominate.
That's what
Solid
they won. That's
5
the
mark.
match that they hit.
And a 5 mark there for Miss Amber. And Mary Beth stepping up here, going to try and hit a lot of 19s. Did she get that 16 on the? She hit the 19 on the
That's a
second
trip
one.
19. That's a 7 on the first start, and another trip 19.
She says, "What doubles? I can hit triples too."
Yeah, I almost did a boom goes dynamite right there.
Yeah.
I was
Haven't heard
boom
you do
goes a
that tonight.
firecracker.
Well, you
Yeah.
know what? It's supposed to be for 9 marks. I will also do that for big outs and things like that. But I try not to do it too often because it annoys some people. Shockingly, I know. Who would be annoyed by that?
Who would be annoyed by that?
But they all love the jersey. All
Karen,
right.
how you
Jason,
doing?
I'm good. I'm just listening and enjoying watching this match.
Well, you're paid to be talking, Karen.
Oh, okay.
That's all right because you're not getting paid either.
That's true. I don't know. I got a few stars for you, so that's
well,
a good
thank
thing.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I'll buy you dinner.
There you go.
Yes.
You're on.
All right.
So
Why did
somebody
your voice
just
get like that.
Hey, it's either that or the English accent.
It's like
yeah.
that. There was no accent on the
Yeah.
end of that, buddy. I need you to
If I
understand
start,
that
if
you're
I
out
start
of.
talking like this all of a sudden,
then everybody would
You'll
question.
be faking it, just like I am.
Jason, we had somebody ask, Emily Porter actually asked a few minutes ago about having kids on the siege. And I know you and I have talked about that before. You might want to.
we've talked about that. We've had some great ideas about maybe having a kids match as a warm-up match before we go to the siege. We're entertaining those ideas. There are some, believe it or not, there are some strange legal issues with streaming and kids and parental release forms and. So it's a little bit more tricky than what we do. We certainly support any kind of kids or any kind of youth group that's out there. We'll do whatever we can for them. But it is a little bit tricky from doing that. We were definitely going to do some. We got Young Guns coming up, but those guys are late teens, I believe.
Late teens, early 20s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we would like to get the younger group, somewhere around the 13, 14-year-olds would
Well,
like to get in.
And we have a good group of young players.
Oh, well,
in
you
Indy.
would know. You run that dark class.
Well,
Is that the Sunday league that the kids play in?
the Sunday League is
Well,
definitely something. That's Tim.
Yeah, Tim does
Well,
that.
plays
I
in
help
2
out.
of those.
I help out.
It's big darts by
That
Hammer there.
Ben
Trip 20.
Fairs and Dustin
Look
McClure,
at this point game.
Phoenix
all of a
Amusements.
Mhm.
They put that together. Three youth leagues on a Sunday, different age groups.
sudden. Dart Brokers is donating some stuff for that. I believe.
Galaxy Barrel Design is
Okay.
donating the official youth jersey.
Nice.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Nice orange jersey with some unique 90s tribal on it. It's pretty cool. The kids love it. The kids think it's awesome.
Oh, I bet they
Yes.
do.
But there's some really talented players. Jordan Ramsey, J Bob's son is. He's going to be a problem when he gets older. If he can, if he stays focused and wants to play
Well,
in
you
it.
talk about problems when they get older. Miss Ellie, you're one.
Nah.
She. I mean, it was 9 bulls out of a.
She had
possible
11.
13 or
She had
something like
11 bulls in
Wow.
one match, and
Jen
she
just on
was-
the outside with the trip 7.
she was walking around like she owned the place.
Oh, I bet she was.
Well, listen, Karen, thank you for being here. I'm going to go upstairs and lay rose petals everywhere.
Kind of make everything weird.
Her son is here, right?
You know,
I could take him.
you know, he's waiting. He's waiting for him to come in and go Will Smith on him. We
Oh,
already
there he
had
is
that.
poking his head in.
He's a ginger. I ain't worried about him.
He's a ginger.
Folks, thanks for
Aw.
joining us tonight. We'll talk soon.
The legend grows, guys. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jason Ives.
Turned into an old creeper.
Yes. I mean, turned into. I just didn't know he was going to let everyone else know that.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
guys, I have a quick
Yeah.
question too. I don't want to take away from the game, but we talked about the kids and them learning in the Sunday league, and that's awesome. You
Yeah.
start them early. What about an adult who decides that they want to? Is there any place other than just going in randomly and trying to play in a?
There's a bunch of leagues that are out where there's no masters, so they try to. And the handicap in the soft tip side, it kind of helps if you're new, because once you start playing, then you establish your average, and then you get a handicap. So
That
if you're
first week
playing
is never fun.
no, but if you're playing somebody that's better than you, like I'll take Sunday evening, me and my son Beckham played a match, and we basically started 229 points higher than the person we were playing because of the averages. So we gave that team 229 points every time we played. So they try to make it competitive for everybody, even if you're new.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of leagues where they omit the top tier players, so no masters. And a lot of people also do a new league where they start and they have an experienced player play with someone that's never played before.
Yeah.
And that's a great league to start out at. If you can get into a league where you have an experienced player paired up with someone that's never played before, it makes those people stay longer and play more.
Right.
And I agree completely. And doing blind draws and stuff like that is another way to get into it.
Yeah.
And just get comfortable with certain people at a location. Because those are going to be the people that tend to play in those leagues at that location too.
I'd also say if you really want to get into it, find a bar that you're comfortable with and keep going to that bar.
Yep.
Right.
And you'll see the regulars there, and they'll get to know you, and then they'll open up a little bit and start
That's great
trying
advice.
to help you out a little bit.
All right, guys.
Let's get back to the
Amber,
match.
Yeah, Amber is dominating with Sierra, throwing a 2.6 in this one. And look at that, the 16-15 transfer. And what darts there from Amber Hardwick. I'm telling you, they are a problem in cricket.
Yeah, they're shooting a 2.9 right now.
But the other problem, though, is that they're only playing 3 legs of cricket total. And this is a race to 7.
Yeah.
And if my math is correct, which most of the time it's not, that's 4 away still. So they're going to have to start doing something on 0-1 as well. But it's always nice to be dominating cricket.
It's interesting to me, though, and Sierra seems to play better when she's playing cricket.
She falls into a 16, gets some more points.
You can just tell she's more comfortable with the game of cricket. Again, in 0-1, when you're playing soft tip, you're shooting at the bulls because they're worth 50 points. And you're also not worried about double out.
Right.
For the most part. In this, you have to worry about hitting trips, and you have to worry about hitting your double outs and knowing the math automatically. And all of that, it creates a different game of 501 than a soft tip version of it. Amber points with the first dart and gets the bull on the second. So they are 2 bowls away from winning this one. 313. They're up by over 100 points, which in steel tip is a lot.
Yes.
Look at this from Mary Beth, though. You could tell she took that take back shorter.
Yeah,
Same thing
she
with the
didn't
next
follow
one.
through either.
Yeah, the last one too. She did not take it back as smoothly as she did the first dart. So that'll be interesting kind of look at going forward. Nick Teixeira, 145 stars, saying Sean's worth a priceless amount of points. I don't know what the points means, but I appreciate you, buddy. Brian Drew sending us 200 stars. Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure to meet you last weekend and put a face with the dog of your profile pic. Guys, let us know if you are family tuning in, watching for the first time, or watching darts for the first time. We love to see that type of thing. I am Sean Green at To The Point Streaming, joined as always by the Philly legend, Mr. Tim Neal, and the beautiful Mama Kay.
Thank you.
I won't say it in a creepy way like Jason would, but
Yeah, he has to make it
He's
awkward.
harmless.
that's what you think.
There you go, Amber.
Gets a second bullseye there. So Sierra's 1 bowl away, and again, they have such a huge lead point-wise that they don't really have to worry about the points unless Mary Beth hits 3 in the red here.
We'll stay at the Whiskey Bent Super Bowl.
And it almost looks like Mary Beth is... Yeah, she's just...
dropping it.
Yeah.
She's not coming all the way back.
She is shortening her backswing.
That's
Are you
two
noticing
things.
that too as a non-darter?
Now that you've mentioned it, I'll pay closer attention, but that
She's
makes
right
sense
there.
that it would make her
Yeah, so
go down.
you can see Sierra takes it back past her head and her eye line every time. Mary Beth takes it back straight to her eye, and hers is a timing thing where she'll release it kind of at the same point every time. When she drops it low, she'll take it back and release and start that forward momentum too soon.
Gotcha.
Is what we're talking about there.
She gets a bowl and a 20.
There you go, Jen.
Yep. Jen has been solid on bowls tonight. The Whiskey Bent Bar and Grill Bullseye Cam.
Let's go to the Super Bowls I can. Look at them fibers.
Amber's hit both the bowls so far. First one almost blocks the Super Bowl cam. Oh, that second one's right there. Oh,
That's out. Bottom.
she hit a 15 though, I think, right? Yep.
Good.
Dropped in the 15. Got some points. All right, Mary Beth.
Thanks for the stars, Jason. Jason sent 50 stars.
Aw, Jason Ives, the creepster. Okay, you like that nickname better, buddy?
The man, the myth, the creep.
Yeah, you can see all of those fibers in the Super Bullseye cam. And also completely read that those are Pro Grip shafts from Target.
That's a unique shaped barrel, though.
It really is.
I kind of like it. Might
Yeah?
check them out later.
Yeah, you'll probably throw a 180 with it your first time through because you're nuts. He showed up tonight, right?
Oh, yes.
And we saw him on the screen, or I saw him on the screen because we had it on the full screen. Just walks out to the garage, all nonchalant, picks up a set of darts, trip 20, single 20, and then I
Trip
think
20.
hit the triple 20 on the last one.
Gone.
Hit a 140 and just like, and walked away. That must be nice, you know? It must be nice to be that talented.
There
And
it is.
There we go. Amber Hardwick makes it 4-2. We got ourselves a
All right,
match here.
hanging in there.
So they've won both cricket matches.
Yes, they have. Again, the problem, though, is that
There's not that many left.
no, there's only one more in leg number 9. So we will go back to 0-1 here for a couple games of 0-1. Mary Beth and Jen will get the start in this leg. Race to 7.
Nick, apparently I have 2 nicknames now. I'm the Philly Legend. I'm also the Technician, whatever that means.
The
So,
technician.
whatever.
That's your new name.
I like that. I said
It-
the
it-
mechanic.
It goes well with my name, and it also goes well with my profession because I am a data center technician
go.
at work.
Well,
So,
there you go. Mary Beth is
Oh,
dancing.
she is dancing.
She is having a good time.
I have
here.
never seen her do that.
I have.
She's
neither.
always been laser focused.
Yeah. She has a smile on her face throwing darts. I love Mary Beth to death, but
She's
her
always
focus is right there all
She's
the
usually
time.
laser focused.
This is interesting. I love
Now
that.
Amber's
Megan,
laughing. There.
make it happen in Vegas. Make her laugh again.
Nick says he's here for Megan anyway. Aw. And Amber gets 7 and drops her head in defeat.
She's like, I just hit 520s in the cricket match.
Right.
Where did they go?
I'm telling you, you put a 501 up on there, and it makes it a lot harder to hit those 20s, unless your name's Tim. And you're a legend in Philadelphia.
There you go.
And a technician.
And in your
Indy.
own mind.
Well, technically, it's in my mind, because I was the one who named him that.
The Philly legend.
Yeah.
I went back and I went to the Pennsylvania Open steel tip dart tournament in January. They were ripping on me every
no.
chance they got. It was awesome.
The Philly legend.
Yeah.
Did you have that on your shirt?
No,
You should have that put on
no.
the back of your shirt and go
No,
back.
I think you should.
the Philly technician. We're doing mashups now.
All right. Well, her partner matched her 7-7. The scoring power's not quite there yet.
But they're not that far away.
No. But Mary Beth is stepping up here. I like the pitch of her dart, too, because it allows her to kind of bang right off of that flight. If
She throws it off the board.
she tried to throw it hard at that flight. Is what
She's
she was trying to do there.
overcorrecting from what she was doing before.
Yeah, on that one, she tried to throw harder to throw it against that first dart that laid so perfectly in the board, because if she bounces it off there, it's in the trip 20, and she just released it too soon. All right. And we had a disappearing act. There we are. Miss Amber steps up.
Somebody's got him giggling.
I'm telling
Keegan must be extremely entertaining tonight.
You know what? I will say
Big
from
83.
experience, he's pretty
81. He's very vocal in there.
he is, yes.
Is he?
He takes his duties very seriously.
And it's awesome to see that. And that's why we keep inviting him back. It's not out of nepotism at all.
The fact that his bedroom's right upstairs doesn't matter.
He keeps talking about moving out, so
He does keep talking about it, yet
Aw.
there's nothing happening over here. All right, Sierra steps up here.
Eric Ramsey, you're correct. Every triple at this point is massive.
Yes. And I think Sierra might be moving towards shooting at bowls.
Shooting bowls or 16s?
Well, I don't know. It was consistent
Yeah.
on the wire of the 8, but I'm pretty sure she shot bowls there. Mary Beth leaned forward a little bit on the second one. There's that
There it
third
is.
one. Just a little bit low of the wire, though. 41 scored. Maybe. There it is. Keegan got it figured out. I'm going to guess that was a dart connect issue there. First one dropped on Amber, but it dropped so much that it hit an
Ooh.
18. I love
She
it
got
when
a
that happens.
funny spin at the end of that one.
I'm-
Must be the way she let it go.
Yeah, she fires that dart with a lot of spin. That
Yeah.
release that she does there really generates a lot of spin. It keeps the dart straighter.
Kinley, I hope you're watching Mom. Send her some good luck here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick says Keegan is super professional as a ref, but if you talk with him or joke with him
There's
while he
no
talks,
way
he plays along.
that's the correct math. She hit 2 7s and a double 3. And I'm not smart, but that's 20 points.
Look, it's Keegan. He's gonna add a little 3 points. Once add a little 3 points, you know, throw a little splash in the pot.
Joe Downing, 100 stars. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, all four of these ladies are having a good time, and it's fun to see that. Mary Beth is kind of known in the dart community of being very serious when she plays, and it is good to see that she is even loosening up
She's
herself.
very relaxed.
Like right there, she just, as she threw the third dart, she just talked to her partner about and like made a joke. And
Oh, yeah.
Amber gets unlucky on the third one. She's not going to be happy about how she's played this leg, but there's a long way to go here.
Oh, Sierra's dad, Tim's on the chat. How's it going, Tim?
Tim, thank you so much for tuning in. All right, Jen. 18 followed by a 5 there. She's going to move down to the bottom of the board, hit 19.
See, I would have had, if Jen's my partner with 164, I'd have her shoot the 19 because she likes the bottom half of the board anyway.
That's smart,
Two
too.
trip 19s,
Yep.
lead bull.
Yep, and a lot of people don't think of it that way with 164 left. In fact, when I watch the PDC sometimes, it doesn't shock me when I see the first dart go to the 19, but I'm always like, huh? Oh, yeah, duh.
But there's no standard way. I mean,
Nope.
It's-
Big ton there by Sierra.
Yeah, that was a huge round there from Sierra, but you're absolutely right. There is no direct way to do it.
yeah.
On 122, there is.
18.
But because
They're not
they're
on
on
an out shot.
211,
Right.
she doesn't have to do that.
Right.
The reason why you shoot at the 18 on 122 is because a single 18 leaves 104, which is trip 18 double bull.
Easy
So it
out.
still leaves that out. If she throws the 20, it's 102 left, and that's not an out with 2 darts.
That's a good lie for her.
Yeah, her darts lay a little bit flatter. Yeah, she's starting to get
43.
frustrated. You can see it a little bit. She started off real solid, too.
Trip 10, double 16. 56, 16 for tops.
This is why Tim's here. He does that math very quickly.
He does.
I love it.
It's memorization. Lots of darts thrown in my day.
Now you know very well. Well,
Ooh,
I guess
that's unlucky.
you probably could go for the trip 10 and hit the 6. You probably did know that pretty quickly.
Oh, she keeps it odd.
Yep, did not put it back to even, so it's still a 2-dart combination when Mary Beth comes back. And it's going to be interesting to see how Mary Beth chooses to go about that 23 because Sierra.
She will go 7, double 8.
I would think that she would go 7 double 8 because she does love that double or that side of the board, that left side.
Yeah, she loves it. The double 16s are preferred shot, so naturally the double 8's probably going to be her second favorite
Yeah.
shot.
Well, let's see if we're right. Yes, we are. Double 8.
She dropped that
Ooh.
one a little bit. Oh, she missed it.
Fires it on the
Right there.
inside there.
So Amber should start at the 19 here.
And that'll be on the outshot sheet if she checks it.
If she checks the right one.
Yes.
Because there's 3 different lines.
Yep. 104 left, so
Trip
trip 18
18
will leave the double bull. She did not do
Nope.
that, though. So she shot the first one correct, but then after the first one did not do the right correction.
She has 85 left. Triple 15.
Trip 19 will work there,
95
too.
scored.
Yep. Leaves 28. But Miss Jen's
How
on 16.
quickly things can turn.
Oh, yeah. And now there's pressure on the partners here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's an 11.
That is
5
not
left.
ideal.
So 3 for double 1, 3 for double 2. Oh.
And she hits the 5, but that is a bust, as you have to double out.
Gotcha.
We don't
So-
have the double 20, double 14 cam. The
We do
double
not.
28 cam.
Or the
Yeah,
double
we,
28
we
cam.
don't have that either.
All right, double 28. She
She's a
also
14.
does not throw an ideal first dart. Leaves 19.
But she's been throwing pretty low. She's got 14 left.
I don't think that's correct, right? I don't think your math was right there, bud.
She had a 14.
She hit the 9. She
Oh.
left 19.
It looked like a 14 with the way her flight was.
Oh, I gotcha. All right, guys. If we are joined here by Galaxy Barrel sponsor player and a whole bunch of other
And there
sponsors,
it
I
is.
don't want to name them all, and they're not on that shirt. Mr. Big Ben Ferris. What's
Hey.
up, bud?
How you doing? How you doing?
How are you doing? 5-2 lead for your wife and Mary Beth.
Yeah, yeah.
How you feeling about it?
Good. They're throwing well. Jen's shake the nerves off a little bit. She was a little shaky there to begin with, but
Here's my question for you. Were you nervous?
a little bit. I'm always a little nervous. I have all the confidence in the world in her. I've seen her play. I know she can play. I had no doubt she would do well today.
And she has.
And she has.
She has shown up. The darts she's thrown tonight are real nice.
120.
Nice job, Mary Beth.
Shanghai on the 20s.
Gotta love the Shanghai of the 20s to how to start it off.
Yeah, and I told her to use Mary Beth and her expertise at steel tip darts. I mean, she's a steel tip player naturally.
Yep. Sierra gets a trip 20 in there on the first one. Ends up with 73. Not bad at all.
It's a good answer.
I've played with and against Mary Beth. She's easy to play with.
Is she easy to play against, though?
I mean, she's good. You know you're going to have your work cut out for you.
So we saw something unique with her. She's laughing and having a good time in there. Instead
Jen
of-
also is easy to play with.
yeah, but no, she's normally very focused and stone-faced.
Doobie and I talked about that a little bit ago. We saw it too.
Yeah.
And I said, let's see how their darts follow. You know, does it get Mary Beth off her game? And it doesn't seem to. She's still throwing great, having fun. So Jen's rubbing off on her a little bit too there.
Which is great to see.
Right, exactly.
And also, when you are like 5 out of 7 on doubles, that's also fun.
That helps.
It makes the fun a little bit more fun.
Yep.
So, as someone who is an expert on darts in general, talk me through Sierra's throw here.
Are you talking Tim, I assume?
No, you.
Sierra's got a very long throw. She brings the dart back very far.
Like
Which
well past her face.
Yeah,
Past her eye line.
I am by no means a technician or teacher of throwing darts, but I always try to tell people when they ask me, because they do. I just try to tell them to minimize their movement as much as they can. The less things you're moving, the less you can mess up.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. The guy named Tim Neal told me that several years ago.
And both of you guys start pretty far back on your eye line, and you barely go back, and you just go straight forward with it. Is that on purpose?
Yeah, and I think that's a lot. That reasoning I just gave you leads into why I do that. I don't want to bring the dart back any more than I have to, because I might go a little left coming back. I might go a little right. And just the less, when I can just throw straight forward.
Yeah. And Sierra's a little unique where she throws it, she pulls it back behind her eye line,
Right.
which is a little unique. But she's
And Mary Beth gets the 3 in the bed on the ones. Gets the Larry Butler 9.
Not the Larry Butler.
I love it.
We love you, Larry.
We do love you, Larry.
Larry did it in a more important match. The World Championship.
Not
Yes.
to them.
No, yeah.
All right. Ashley Elizabeth, for Ben's phenomenal commentary comments out of nowhere, I'm dying, 500 stars.
I love it. I love it.
One thing with Sierra, like even though she does pull it behind her eye line, it's consistent. It's in the same spot every single time,
Yep.
and that's really key. If you can do that,
That's one thing I've preached to Jen is just whatever your throw is going to be, just try to get a consistent release. and then you can work on it from there. But until it's consistent, you don't really have anything to work on.
I was a little surprised when she had 14 left that she went the 6th route. I know she's probably listening to her partner, but she likes the bottom of the board. I thought she just went right at it.
Well, and a lot of times I'll just teach her the
Big
Good
ton
darts
there.
there from Amber.
Yeah, I'm not a. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes
Dynamite drop in.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, well done.
Killed it.
I mean,
Fly ball.
sometimes you just go on the fly.
I'm sure.
See what happens.
I'm sure Mary Beth told her what to do, and she just went with
Right,
what her
right.
what her partner said, which is awesome.
Right.
Trip 20, trip 19, double 19.
Michael Walters says, "Can I donate 1 star specifically to Ben?"
I don't know if that's allowed, but I would appreciate it.
I can throw a penny at him if you want.
Michael probably has thrown a penny at me.
Well,
You were safe then. No.
yeah.
See if Jen can get this down here with the kids watching, Kenley and Bryce and whoever else is watching there.
No pressure.
Shout out to the
Hey,
family.
she shot upstairs.
Apparently, the 2 of you are important enough for him to remember the names of.
I know the names of all of them.
I
Dylan might be
shouted out
watching.
Kenley
The others probably
earlier.
aren't- The others probably aren't watching. Molly's holding down the fort, her little sister.
All right, Amber on 103 here. Tim, what's the route?
Trip 19. Just because of 3 and a 7 leaving out.
Yep.
84, trip 20, double 12.
She's thinking hard on this one.
Yeah, this is where the math comes in, where you need to make it memory. That's what
This
I
is
tell
also where you just got to ask Keegan,
Yeah.
right?
I preached that to Jen today. I'm like, just talk to Keegan.
Just say, what did I shoot? What do I have left?
I pretty well know what I'm doing when I'm up there, and I asked him 15 or 20 times. Triple,
She got
single,
66
and I just
left, triple
making
10.
sure that I'm right.
Well, and you get to that line, and sometimes you just go, you go dumb.
Yep.
All right.
Use
50
whatever
left.
resources you have to use.
Yep.
I would love to see Sierra shoot the double ball.
I always harp on like I want someone to do that so much. Just first dart at the bowl, get over it. That's not the right way to do it,
No,
Mama K.
no.
Okay,
But it's
good to know.
It's a great game that you warm up with. You start 50, you throw the first dart at the double, and then try to take it out whatever you have left.
Yep, it's a great warm-up game.
And once I hit my trip 7, I know that I have 29 left, and then I have to go, 9 for double 10, something like that.
Okay, you pull James over here. Hey, what you gonna shoot?
I guess he's probably going to go 18 for 32 here, but we'll see.
She did go 18 for
There you
32,
go.
so here we go. 32 for Sierra.
Taking a deep breath.
Make it 5-3 here. Oh,
25.
That's one into the 7 there. That's what you don't want to do. Yeah, keep it high.
Shoot the 9 and leave 16.
Do you fancy double 12 or double 8?
Me, double 8, for sure.
So she's thinking about what she's going to leave her partner at this
Yep.
point.
Yeah, she needs to hit an odd number, preferably 9 or 5.
She is
Yeah.
making sure she knows the math first to get that down before she. And she does get the 9, so
Yep. Leave
that's
16.
a nice clean number with their opponent on 141.
Yep.
Jen can hit this, but it is more unlikely. Percentages are low.
That's a tough
There's
shot.
21. It's got Shanghai left.
She left 120. Hits
Oh,
36
36.
there.
Good miss.
Leaves 84.
Trip 20.
How'd you like those math skills, guys? You didn't say a single
Nice.
word. That was pretty nice.
Try and take credit for stuff you're supposed to do.
Oh, that's what I'm here for. That's how I've gotten to this point so
Hey,
far.
she shot correct. So.
All right, double 8 here for Amber.
Is this the first 0-1 win for
It
Amber
would be
I
this
for
year?
think it will be.
Yeah, they won the 2 cricket games.
Double 4.
That's
She's
the
okay
white
with that.
one. Did
She-
that,
that's
that
right,
fell
too.
out, didn't it? No, it didn't.
Nope.
Oh, I thought it looked like it fell out.
I did. I thought it did too. I thought it looked a little low, but fell out anyway, so it didn't matter.
All right, Mary Beth on 64 is going to look at that trip 16, trip 8.
16, yep, she's going to know that shot for sure.
That's a 7.
So 57.
17 for tops. No.
Ooh.
Double 19.
Double 19 left. She's not happy with the fact she's not happy with her math there, which again is a Mary Beth thing.
Or a 2-edge miss isn't out
She'll
of
hit
the
it.
realm of possibility.
That is not out of the realm of possibility. You're right. That would more explain the reaction, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Sierra, double 8, nice and relaxed. Just trust it. That's not a bad dart.
Nope. Now she's got to regroup across the board.
Double 4.
Just verifying what she hit, I think, because it was kind of on the line.
And I think that one's up. It's off the board.
It's off, yeah.
Oh, and busted again, but it's a tricky number, 38. However, Jen loves the bottom of the board.
But I wonder if she's going to tell her to change it.
She should not.
No, not with the opponent on 16.
And Jen should tell her she doesn't want to.
There's
All right.
6.
I guess
That's
you're
a
going to leave
good miss.
32 anyway.
It's a good miss.
We're going to say she split it with the double.
Nah.
That'd have been cool, though. That's how cocky she is about it.
Oh.
At least 24.
Leaves the 24.
She's throwing all the right darts.
We'll stay right here.
This one's a little bit of a chippier one. Double 2. She's chased it around and
Drops
leaves
it
the double
low.
2.
She needs to slow down crossing the board.
I was going to say that was pretty quick for Amber.
All right, double 12 here from Miss Mary Beth.
One thing, you're going double 16, double 8. When you're going double 8 to double 4, double 2.
That's a huge one.
Take a breath. Focus.
Eric Holly needs to be out here playing in the castle.
Right there.
Oh, that was tough.
Just a little high on that third one. So here we go. Double 2.
Is the
Thank you,
15
Bob.
shot? Is the 15 better or the 17 better?
It's the red bit to the right of the 17. So now the 17's better.
Because you called it out. Walk it up.
Not the red bit.
Double 2. Oh,
Yep.
she
Just
stayed
didn't
low.
trust it.
Scared to hit it, look like.
Yep.
She was consistent with that grouping.
Yes, she was. All right, Jen, 24 left.
First
Aim
one,
high.
first one high.
Double 6.
She just heard me say first one high in her head too.
Oh, she busted.
Just wires it
drops
into
it
the
low.
double 10.
Unlucky there.
Ben's reaction there was, I wish the camera was on. Let's put it that way.
I'm glad it wasn't. That was a good dart.
That's a good bottom dart. She can walk that right in.
That's another good
A
lay
little
for
bit
her.
more.
It's got a little shelf there.
Oh, just a bit. She didn't use them.
That has a good dart anyway. Miss Mary Beth on 24. You don't want to give her too many looks at a double.
Yeah.
She'll hit one pretty quickly. Double 6. Oh,
And she did the exact same thing.
Almost like
those are in the same,
same
hole.
same hole.
We all three said,
Get in the hole.
"You too good for your home? Answer me." All right, here we go. Double 1 for Sierra. Throw the first dart high.
Man, she
Hits
smokes it. Look at her face. You gotta
She's so
love
excited.
Love
That was
it.
awesome.
Love it.
That's amazing. All right, there we go. 5-3. That's awesome. That reaction, guys,
Good
tells
for
you
them.
everything
Yeah.
you need to know about how confident Sierra was in that. And we're heading back to cricket with a chance to this be a 5-4 game.
And this is the first time that Mary Beth and Jen start in cricket.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't think that's true
No, they started the first cricket game.
because it's 3-6-9.
semantics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
little
that's just
movement of the board
math.
there. Keegan did nothing to correct it, but he moved the numbers around a little bit.
That's all right.
Well, one thing on this board, that machined laser machine number ring is real thin, so it moves pretty easy.
Yeah.
The board's locked in pretty good. It's just that those numbers move a little bit.
They are pretty, though.
I was tempted to spray paint them bright white, or take the one off the Blade 5 and put it on.
Well, I guess it's not that pretty to Tim.
Well, no, it's it's like a grayscale, so it's a little muted. Like,
Yeah.
I think it would pop a little more if it was bright white.
I agree with you.
Oh, we got some letters.
I love letters.
Well, Miss Karen, what are you seeing in their body language at this point in time? I know I've asked you that question a couple times, but Sierra's very animated. What do you think that's telling you? And again, Mary Beth, very relaxed.
Yeah, I agree. I think Mary Beth is really relaxed. You know what? The four of these girls together, I think, are just having a ball, and they're playing off of each other in their moods. They're having fun.
And I love it because I think Amber and Mary Beth both have the same kind of thing about them, where they're very serious dart players.
I sense looking at Amber's face that she's tensed up a little bit. She's still, I mean, she's having fun, but she definitely looks like she's trying maybe harder than she was earlier.
She doesn't want to lose. She's very competitive.
Yeah, she's pressing a bit. But still throwing well.
Oh,
Jen has stayed.
Especially in cricket.
Jen gets 40 points there. Nicely done. Sierra's going to look back over the 18s. And again, Sierra has thrown much better in cricket than 0-1, although she did just take out the Madhouse in complete shock and surprise to herself, which was awesome.
Well, she's new to steel tip, and the 0-1 game intimidates them sometimes with the math and cricket. They're a little more comfortable and familiar with.
And I know James said they've been throwing a little bit at the bar, throwing steel and trying to get her comfortable.
Yeah.
Only throwing a couple times isn't going to really get you into it. You need to play
it's not,
a little more consistent.
It's not a match, a real life match competition setting.
Yeah, even when you play your significant other, it's not.
Right.
So talk to me, guys, about their feet, because I'm noticing the differences in how they stand. Sierra actually kicks her foot at the end of her
she
throw.
kicks her foot out, yeah.
Is that, I mean, is there a better way or a right way to stand for darts, or is that just a personal
There's
thing?
no right or wrong way per se. You do want to limit the movement. You don't want to have that big kick in the back because you're never going to be consistent with it.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen that a lot of smaller stature people tend to do that.
Give them a little extra.
Just to give them a little extra oomph
on the dart itself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a push off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I contribute to a basketball like free throw shot. You're going to have a little bit of a different footwork than the next person, but the mechanics of just staying grounded.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely will we see someone jump when they shoot a free throw.
Right.
If you look at Mary Beth and Amber, they put their foot almost 90 degrees to the toe line, and that's to get themselves closest to the board as possible.
My foot placement is almost identical to Amber's. I turned all the way and leaned forward up on that back foot,
and
because I'm not moving it at all. It's I stay firmly planted on that right foot.
Mine's on a 45-degree angle, almost like Jen, but a little.
Jen turns hers in a little more
because that hard 90 to the doesn't bode well for my knees, so I tilt them out a little bit more.
And
but it's all about comfort at that point.
I also do about the 45 degree angle. It just, again, it's just more comfortable. When I do the 90 degree, I just feel way too tense in my lower body.
Yeah.
I feel like my knee's going to explode.
Right. And Danny Labby Jr. would tell you, because I talked to him about this last week, that he thinks it's insane to have a 90 degree.
But the greatest of all time, Phil Taylor, that's how he did it.
Well, so I know, but he like, of course, Danny likes to run to the board and then run away from the board, so he needs to be as quick as possible.
His feet barely even stop at the line.
Yeah.
One thing that you'll find, and this might be their first time doing this, but when you have a raised Aki or Osh where the toe line is, you don't have to look where your foot is. You can just walk up and touch it, and you keep your eyes on the board longer, and that's why pro players prefer that, where if you have a tape on the floor at like a bar or so, you have to make sure you're not stepping over the line. You have to make sure your foot's set in a proper position, so you're not looking at the board.
And you'll see a couple of the greatest players of all time, Gary Anderson,
they don't even look at the
Price foot. Now. They will literally tap the top of the
Gary Anderson steps on it.
And then step their foot back.
I've actually seen women that in tournaments and stuff that actually stand straight and throw straight, and it's
typically it's easier to turn your upper body at that point in time, and you're also getting a straight on view. It's hard to kind of aim that way.
Before all my injuries and surgeries, I actually stood the same way. I stood straight onto the board.
Yeah.
Really?
Back when you were good?
Yeah.
Tim is actually taking credit for Sierra's kick. He said she did that when she played baseball.
There you go.
Mary Beth going to shut that 18 down, probably go score some here.
Yep.
She got tired of the point battle.
And
got a clean look.
Yep.
You see the confidence in Sierra in the cricket match because she doesn't have to think about it. She knows what her cricket strategy is, and she sticks to it pretty good.
Well, Ben, you've been fantastic. I don't know why the boss is kicking you off, but
I don't know. He doesn't like me.
I love you.
He's afraid I'm getting too close to
guys.
Mama K over here.
Big Ben Fairs.
That seems to be the theme for the evening.
Trying to steal his thunder.
You know what? I think really we just want you to get back to enjoying watching your wife play darts and being kind of a fan of hers instead of sitting here have to do all this analytical stuff with us.
For sure.
Love you, buddy.
All right. Thanks, guys. Go, Jen and Mary Beth.
Good little dig in there at the end.
Well, you got to root for your wife, or else you're sleeping on the couch, and you don't want to do that.
That's why I bought a comfortable couch.
I believe that wholeheartedly. All right, here we go. Mary Beth's going to try and close out the 17s. She needs 2 to close, so she'll stay there on the second one. Now she's not happy. Move back up to the 20s on dart number 3, and that one goes wide to that side too. And a little opening here for Amber.
Yeah, Eric, the raised Aki is a game changer when you're playing. That's like if you go to tournaments and they have the stands, that's sitting right there. You just walk up and kick it. You don't have to worry about if you're stepping over the line or if you're moving. You can keep your eyes on the dartboard a lot longer.
Amber does not take advantage, though, of that open door, only getting 117 to close it. So Jen will look down at the 17s, at least with her first dart. Now her second dart,
She should stay there.
If I'm her partner,
She
I
should
don't
stay there.
tell her to move at all.
She's focused.
Only gets 2, so Sierra a chance to
Only
point down
one,
the
right?
17s. Or, sorry, only 1.
Yep.
2 total. Sierra needs 2 to get that point lead. There's 1. The 19 does nothing. And only gets 1. So they're playing a little bit of not doing quite enough the past couple of rounds.
And we haven't mentioned, but big shout out to our sponsors, dartbrokers.com, Galaxy Barrel Designs, Mad Hatter Bar and Grill, the Whiskey Bent Bullseye Cam, North Point Bank Doubles Cam, and the checker flag for the interview cam. We got to appreciate you. And then got to thank the Forged Egg for the awesome trophies we got.
Yeah. That's been a super cool addition to our show is the trophies, because they are definitely one of a kind.
And if you do like them, you're interested in anything like that, the Forged Egg, you can visit them on Facebook, facebook.com, the Forged Egg. They also have an Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/the Forged Egg. Slaps. It slaps, yo.
Use guys.
Use guys need to check it out for real.
I'm surprised that Amber did not go up at the 20s with her last start there. Just to take a shot at this point. That being said, Jen is going to stay there the whole way, I believe.
I think she's playing I think she's focusing like that. She's playing one-on-one versus Mary Beth.
Yep.
And she's going to play the way she would against Mary Beth one-on-one.
Which is smart. You got to think that way. If you're going to point, because you know Mary Beth is going to score, then you do that.
So, Eric, Mary Beth is using her own Super Dart USA barrels.
Yep.
Jen Fairs is using the
Magnetos
from Next Gen darts.
With conversions.
I have no clue what Sierra's using, but they're very unique and cool looking.
Yep.
They are soft tips with conversion points, and Amber is using
steel tip Stephen Bunting's.
The 80% steel tip Stephen Bunting by Target that she grabbed off the counter from Jason Dives' garage.
Last time she played and fell in love with them, and
Big
she
5
might
mark.
steal them. 5 mark there from Amber.
Ton of pressure on Jen here.
Yep, she needs to point a lot. She needs more than 3.
So here's a question, guys.
Yep.
Talk to me about the flights.
Okay.
Is there a difference in weight or?
There can be.
Yes.
The flight and shaft together, because they kind of work in tandem. There's different types. You have the types that like Sierra's throwing that are folded. They're paper flights.
Mm-hmm.
And those are going to be more disposable for you, as you
There's
see
a
a
big
lot
4
of
mark.
points there from Sierra. Both of these teams doing great. Mary Beth, you can see her throwing. She's throwing molded flights. I believe those are L style.
Yeah, she's got the pink cap in the middle of them.
Yep. So those are going to be a little bit sturdier.
That's a big close there.
More expensive.
Gotcha.
And the shape is definitely important.
So the weight variation really probably comes in the barrel rather than the flight itself.
Yeah, the majority of barrels, if you're using soft tip, are going to be between 16 and 20 grams. Steel tip, they can go up to about, the heaviest guys, 32 grams, or you can get up to 50 grams, but they're really heavy. You're not going to play with those.
There's a gentleman on the PDC with his nickname is Heavy Metal because he throws.
Yeah, his name's Ryan Searle. He
very
throws
heavy
32-gram darts, which are probably the heaviest on the Pro Tour.
Do you have more or less control with a heavier dart?
When you have a heavier dart, you don't have to throw as hard.
Oh.
So
Kinda
when I
carries
started out with a 26-gram dart, which is pretty heavy, and you don't really have to throw the dart. You can just as long as you're consistent on how you throw, the dart will go in the same spot almost every time.
Gotcha.
As you get lighter, the dart gets thinner, so you can essentially fit more darts in a tighter area, which is ideally what you want to do.
Yeah.
When you asked about the flights and shafts, depending on how your setup is, depending on how your dart lies in the board, if you use a shorter shaft and a thinner flight, the dart will lie flat or down, so you can stack on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
If your flight's longer and wider, it will sit up a little bit. So if you throw high on the, say, 20 and you shoot it high, you can throw right at that dart and just slam them into each other.
Gotcha.
Amber ties up the score here at 460, but Jen's going to close with the first dart, I believe.
She should go to points right after.
Yes. Yeah, once you close, definitely point.
That's a little high.
Yep. So she still has a little bit of pressure on her to close this. Now a lot of pressure on her to hit this 15. And she does not do it.
She threw it across
Sierra.
her body.
Yep. That was all straight pressure after the first one missed.
I'd like this. If she hits a triple here, I'd like to see her go up to 20.
I would too. And she took a deep breath and is throwing great right now. She's going to think about this a little bit, I think. She's going to stay there. I like the move. It didn't pay off, but that was the right dart.
Yeah.
Because you want to have Mary Beth hit more than one.
And if I'm Mary Beth, I'm closing it first, then I'm going back to 20.
She's looking 20s first. Now she'll close it. And now she'll go.
She should go back to the 20. That's why I would close the 15 first.
Yep.
And then just throw the next two darts at the same wedge instead of going up and down.
Worked out for her there as she gets 40 points.
Let's
and
go to the bullseye cam.
Yeah, the Whiskey Bent Bar and Grill bullseye cam. We went in for the Super Bowl.
And let's get back out. No, she closed at 20.
Did she? No, she only got one of them. Oh. But that's why we don't go to the Super Bowl cam, Tim.
Hey, well,
I'm kidding.
We like the fibers on the Whiskey Bent Super Bowl cam.
I'm just messing with you. You know I go to the Super Bowl cam every time. And it looks like Jen might look up on the third dart. Just kidding. She stayed there, I think, at the bowl. Sierra has winning darts in her hand. 3 bullseyes and a double 20 would do it. She couldn't do it after dart number 1, though. And she tried to go for the close in the last one. I'm okay with that move. It is 3-3 right now in bowls, but the 20s could be the difference. And there it is. Needs one more. Oh.
I was looking at the wrong side. Sorry.
Tim got excited.
Ooh, she got it.
All right, Amber again with winning darts here. The first dart in the bowl or the double bowl keeps the winning darts in her hands. Oh my gosh. Double 20 will do it. Double 20 or do it. This for the win of the leg. You better shoot at it, Amber. She did not shoot at it.
But she did hit 4 bulls.
Hits 4 bullseyes, but all right, so Jen gonna try and make it count. Only gets 1 so far. Gets 2 of them. Gets back the point lead. I cannot believe she didn't go for the win. All right, Sierra needs 1 bullseye, 1 single bull to get back the point lead. Now she can go for the win. Please go for the win.
Oh.
All right, still double bull or double 20 or trip 20 will win it. She went back at the bullseye. I'm gonna drive me crazy.
I'm not mad at this third one.
I am so mad at the third one with Mary Beth coming up.
Okay, now why is Mary Beth not going for the win?
because she's down
She
points.
can't now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you. I
You have
did.
to get
I
the
wasn't paying
points
attention.
first.
The
Gotcha.
reason why I'm not mad at it is because you're forcing,
Right.
you're making her think about scoring points, right?
No, I
if
agree.
you close it, then she has no choice but to shoot the bull.
I agree, but with a winning dart in your hand, you got to shoot the winning dart. See, because now you never know when you're going to get another shot at the winning dart. And Amber does. Now it's wide open for Jen to win this with one bull. Then she'll throw straight at it. There's no reason not to. First one's right there. Second one's a little bit further away.
I think she was going points on that one.
I don't. No, I think she went for all
She's
three
using a little
there.
too much body. On
Yeah, a little bit. All right, Sierra hits the first one in the bowl. She'll look at the 20s here. This is one of those on the edge of your seats type of matches.
Yes.
Oh,
There's the bowl.
boy. Nope.
That's outside.
It is outside.
Oh, thank God for that camera.
I really like our barrels.
Yeah,
I want to see them later.
I'm sure you will. We'll just keep rolling live so we can see your first three darts with them. Mary Beth is going for the bowl right here to win this leg and make it 6-3. She went. Oh, I don't know what to do anymore, guys.
It doesn't give her the lead.
I don't know what's happening.
Amber
You're
just hit the ball.
2 20s. There's one.
There's one.
Shoot the fat one.
Oh,
no!
Oh,
Jen needs one bowl.
guys, how are you not? Are you entertained or
Are
what?
you not
my God.
entertained?
Jen needs a bullseye and a 20 here.
Just needs a bullseye.
Yep, that's true. Don't listen to me. She did not get it. And did she go for points?
She did.
Oh my gosh! All right, Sierra, 120 here wins it. And it is now
And that's
5-4.
And they have won every cricket
That's
match.
it.
Wow.
That was great.
Guys,
That was
they
a
are all
great
right
match.
here in this, and I don't think anyone's going to have a good feeling, bad feeling about that leg. Wow. That just tells you all you need to know, guys. It does not matter.
Eric Ramsey sent me 50 more stars for my awesome camera work.
Ugh, nicely done,
Hashtag
buddy.
sarcasm.
All right, we're back to 0-1 for the rest of these. That has not typically.
Ashley, you're not the only one stressed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay, have you been listening to me for the last minute and a half? All right, 41 there from Amber. And they did break the throw there in that leg, too. So they're the favorites to tie this up. Mary Beth has a patent head shake on a dart that she misses. It doesn't matter if it's the first one, second one, or third one. And
It's
she
because
doesn't-
she expects to hit everything.
Yep, and she doesn't break the rhythm with it either, which is kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Aaron, you're right. That was a barn burner.
Yeah, that again, guys. I don't know what you want. I was on the edge of my seat. I almost threw my headset twice, but I realized I couldn't do that, and for some reason showed restraint for once. That double 16 is going to be nice with the trip 7.
Ben's like, imagine being me. I'm here and I'm not allowed to yell.
Whew. All right, Amber.
Austin, if anyone else used that word exhilarating, I would call BS. But because it's you, I believe it. You know what it means.
Hey, Austin, fun fact. Did you know that there's another Austin Helm who is from Wisconsin who also watches darts on Mondays and Wednesdays? And I have confused him for you every time. Because he keeps saying, "Yay, Wisconsin!" I'm like, you don't live in Wisconsin anymore. You're now in Indiana. Calm it down. And I've really been talking to the one who still lives in Wisconsin. So
Renee, thanks for tuning in from Tennessee. We greatly appreciate it. Hope you're
Yeah.
enjoying it. It's a big 85 there.
yep, nice darts there from Mary Beth. And Jen had a nice 60.
Yep.
She did
Jen's
that
been
in-
shooting very well tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
She has.
That 60 was very unconventional, by the way. I bet you've never hit 60 that way.
Brian Sensback sends 100 stars. Keep it up, ladies. What? No stars for your mama? What's
Yeah,
up
what
with
the
that?
heck, man?
Wait a minute, Brian.
We didn't even know you had stars loaded up.
What's up with that?
You haven't unloaded all of your stars?
It's not like you're in the living room or nothing.
Ridiculous. This is preposterous.
I want 100 more sent right now.
Oh, you're in the
Somebody
doghouse.
somebody send stars. Come on, we need more stars.
And if not, she's
Who's
going to
send Mama K
please.
stars?
I'm the only one close enough to her to where she can hit. Wait, you really do, Austin? That's really you? You better be lying to me right now.
That's awesome. If it's him, both.
No,
have it.
I've looked up the profile picture. It is a different profile picture. You are lying to me.
Maybe he's scamming you.
I hope so. 40 there from Mary Beth. Not happy about it. But they have a 132-point lead.
Good math there.
Well, that one's kind of easy.
So, off topic. How did the kids enjoy Mr. Danny Lawby at the?
It was awesome. For him to make the drive up, that was awesome. I also got to see Arlo and Haley. Arlo,
He's awesome.
He sat there and threw darts the whole time. I set up a board for him on the chair, and he's good already, and he's 2.
Yeah.
It's scary. The first dart I saw him throw was a trip 20. I'm like, oh, right, it runs in the family. But the kids really enjoyed it. It was awesome to see Danny also. He fielded a lot of the kids' questions. Some of them were like not related at all to darts because my kids tend to sometimes ask about video games instead.
They should have asked about music.
They did ask those questions as well.
Awesome.
Actually, I have a student who is a percussionist.
Your number one son sent
I
you
just
100
noticed
stars.
it. Thank you, Ben.
Emily Porter,
Thank you,
50 stars.
Ben.
Thank you so much. Jeremy McIntyre, 50 stars. Thank you, brother.
But one of my students is a percussionist in band, and he actually had Danny sign his drumsticks.
Awesome.
Yeah, I thought that one was cool. But the kids had a great time. I think Danny enjoyed it, hopefully. He's welcome back anytime if he's watching along. Although
Allie McQueen,
I think
200
he's back
stars. Thank
over
you.
Thanks, Allie.
He's in Germany
Well,
this weekend.
he just finished destroying everybody in cricket at Virginia
Yeah.
Beach. He won every cricket event basically. And I think he was heading over for the Challenge Tour, correct? This
Yes, in Germany.
Yeah.
This next weekend. Although, from what they're being told, the top 30 on the Challenge Tour might be invited to play in the PDC events this weekend with such the low rate of PDC players playing.
Right. There were, I think, 18 add-ons for the people after people dropped out for the.
There's only
last-
18?
I think there was 18 of them.
Darn it.
But there may be more for the next one.
I hope so, because Danny's in 22nd spot there. So he would have that invite to the PDC, which I don't know if the PDC players would want to see Danny live.
Well, I think if he was in Europe, he would have been on the list to go to play.
Well, he's in
last
Europe
week.
now.
No, but he
I-
but he
Mary
was in
Beth-
Virginia
I'm
Beach
talking
this
about
weekend.
for this week's
Yeah.
stuff.
That's
Mary
what I'm
Beth's
saying.
got
Is
an
if he was there
80
last weekend, he would have played.
Oh, she knew.
Because he's in the I think he's in the top 32 on the Challenge Tour or Order of Merit, so he would have been eligible to play.
Yeah.
And if he was there, they would have made him play, or asked him to play.
But he's going to have that opportunity this weekend, is what I'm telling you. I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Leaves 38 again for Mary Beth. She's done that twice, but
Brizzle Adams from Massachusetts, or should I say Taxachusetts?
all right, Miss Sierra's going to try and just get it down a little bit.
Oh, that's unlucky. That was in the triple 20.
Boy, that was a trip 20 for sure. But Jen sitting on 38. Double 19 will be the look, although her partner did tell her to split this one last time. But it looks like she's looking straight at it. She hits the 7. Leaves 31.
15 for double 8.
Yep. Does hit the 15. Double 8.
Mama K's back.
Sorry
And
about that.
leaves it nice and neat for Mary Beth when she comes back. And Amber on 225 can't do anything but put a little bit of pressure on that 16. Not going to put a lot of pressure, though. Yep. Not even on an out yet, so they still have 6 starts from here if they want them. But Mary Beth has been pretty keen to not needing them.
Right.
Drags a little
Stack
bit
right
low.
on top of that.
And she
There it
hits it
is.
on the second dart.
Yeah.
That's tough for her because that dart pitches a little bit. So she had to flip it right over the top of that. Does it and breaks the throw right back. So now they are shooting for the match.
Okay,
Right
this
here,
is
right
it right
now.
here, huh?
Mary Beth and Jen need one more leg in this race to 7. Amber and Sierra need to win 3 in a row. We've seen it done many a times.
And if you want to remind people what your prediction was,
My prediction was 7-3, I believe.
I thought you said 7-4.
Was it
I
7-4?
thought you said 7-4.
I will go with that. I just know I chose Mary Beth and Jen.
Yep.
And I lost all communication with the chat.
Completely?
I have nothing.
Well, that's probably for the best. It knew you needed to focus on the cameras.
Focus, grasshopper. Get off your phone.
Guys, thank you so much for watching us tonight. Sean Green from To The Point Streaming, joined as always by the Philly legend, Mr. Tim Neal. The man, the myth, the legend joined us earlier. Jason Watt gave a match prediction or match shout out, and he just ran away. So
Scared him away.
He's gone now. He's underneath the covers in bed. And then we are joined by the beautiful Mama Kay, who has been an absolutely wonderful guest host tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Been killing it.
It's been fun. It really has. I apologize for asking
No,
questions.
no, don't apologize. Those
But
questions
again-
are the questions are perfect. They're
but-
awesome questions.
As a non-darter, it's
We're also joined by Galaxy Barrel's own Mr. Big Ben Fairs
Yep, he joined us for a leg and a half.
before he got kicked off by Jason because he was taking a stunner, I guess.
I don't know what was going on, but I don't know. But we're also want to thank our sponsors tonight: dartbrokers.com, Galaxy Barrel Design, the Mad Hatter Bar and Grill, Sideline Sports Pub, Phoenix Amusements, Ashley McClure Realty, all combined in that one setup there. The Whiskey Bent Bar and Grill Bullseye Cam, our North Point Bank for the doubles cam, and of course the Checkered Flag Tavern for the interview cam.
Big ton there.
The support you guys give us every single time is fantastic. It's amazing. And also, huge shout out to everyone looking and watching along with us, supporting family, supporting friends, supporting strangers. We love it. And thank you so much for doing so. And we also want to thank the Forged Egg for our beautiful, amazing trophies that we give out every week. They are unique,
Laser etched,
laser etched,
laser engraved.
yes, wood. They are one of a kind, and they are beautiful. Stu does a fantastic job.
I say check them out because if you need any kind of unique thing done, a sign, a logo, a gift box, anything like that, they're more than capable of creating it for you.
Yep.
awesome.
So ForgeEgg, Facebook.com/ForgeEgg or Etsy.com/shop-ForgeEgg /Forge. I said dash again. /ForgeEgg.
That's all good. We know what you're
Solid
trying
80.
to do. All right, here we
Think-
go, guys. Amber stepping up here. Hits
Amber
that trip
seems to
20.
have speeded up a little much.
Move to what's
hanging. She
Oh.
gets it 85.
Nice.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes when Amber does speed it up, it helps her.
Okay.
I think that when she speeds it up, when she's having to transfer
Mhm.
real far, it does seem to
Oh,
bother.
across the board.
Yep. But you're looking right here. Jen Fairs gets a trip 19, a trip 7, and 81 points total. They're keeping a little bit of an advantage here, but look at the scoring.
It's a close
Scoring's
match.
way better in this leg.
And big thanks to everyone that sent stars today. It was greatly big triple there.
Yes.
Greatly appreciated.
Yep, leaves 176. So Mary Beth will have the first shot at leaving the out, sitting at 198.
Maybe not.
Single one on the first one, not ideal. We'll look back up on the third.
That's the 159. It's the wrong shot. Oh, 150.
Yep. Yep,
Okay.
she hit
I
one.
did the math wrong.
That's all right. Hey, it
Wait.
happens to the best of us.
You see
Tim.
what happened was
It's all right. The legend grows.
the legend dissipates.
All right, Amber steps up here, just trying to put a little pressure on that. The last start bangs off into the single one. I think that's why she was not happy with the 12. She was trying to, I think, move it over a touch and overdid it. But Jen on 158. That would have been a trip 20, double 19.
Bullseye. 19. 19, 54.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking there from Tim. 44 scored, leaves 114. Sierra can put some pressure on this 114 here. This is where the difference has kind of been in this match, is when they're in the 150s, 160s, getting down to where their partner has an easier out. And you're seeing it right here. Sierra only gets 11 points. That's tough. Mary Beth on 114. I would not put it past her to hit this. She's hit 90 already.
96, triple 20, double 18.
Oh, wow. That is just on the wire, I believe.
Triple 20 leads, double 8.
Yeah, that's a tough lay for her, too, with how close that was.
Amber has to shoot the bull here.
Yes, and she's looking at that out chart, and she knows that she has to shoot at the bull. Unless she shoots somewhere else, and then she did not know that.
She looks straight on. She shot it correctly.
She shot it correctly, and you know what? If you're trying the right shot, that's all that matters. We're easy going. We'll take that all day.
81 left.
All right, 71 for Jen. Trip 13 here, bud.
I go trip 17, double 10. But that's me.
Trip 13 leaves double 16.
Jen doesn't like that one.
She gets a stanky face. Doesn't like either option. It's a 2.
Right, 16 at 19 for bull.
Yep, 19 for bull is
If
the
she
route.
hits the bull to win this, it's going to be awesome.
She's rethinking it now. The 19 is what's needed here. Hits the 16 instead. 13 will leave tops.
Oh, just a little low.
All right, 81. Trip 19 will leave double 12. This is a well-known steel tip.
But this is where
two-dart
she
combination.
has no clue.
Right.
81.
81's a well-known steel tip combination because it's the last 2 darts of a 9-darter.
Trip 15, double 16,
Oh, okay.
double 18.
Which is also a good route. And that's the other way to do
So
it.
she's got 66 left. She should go 16 first. 16 for bullseye.
Yep. And unfortunately, Amber is not as versed in steel tip outs either. But she does the right thing. Bullseye here to stay in this match. She needs the red bit. And drags it a little low.
It's a 10, though.
Hey, it's
Leaves
a good
40.
lead. It's a pleasant surprise when we get back to it.
Mary
All
Beth
right,
will go
15.
15. Yeah.
15 for 32. Sorry, bud.
Yep.
All right, here we go. This is for the match.
There
There
it
it
is.
is.
And the fist bump.
Wow.
That was nice.
Wow, wow, wow. All right.
And Mama K was correct.
That was my pick and my
Allegedly.
prediction.
No, it was.
She didn't even remember that was her pick.
That was her pick.
I don't know if that counts. Guys, Sean Green from To The Point Streaming. I am signing out for the evening, guys. Thank
See
you
ya.
so much to all of our partners, all of our supporters tonight. Miss Mama K, it was such a
Sean, it was
pleasant
great.
experience.
You killed
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
You've been wonderful. So you get to stay here for the interviews, and you get my job for that. So,
Okay.
guys, have a great night. Thank you so much. We're going to bring in our winners of Hey Ladies in just a second. Stay with us.
They'll be back in a minute. While we're waiting on those ladies, if you want to take a trip over to GalaxyBarrels.com and check out the Siege custom jersey, it's $55 to customize your jersey. Get your first name, last name put on it. Anything over $80 is free shipping. Go to GalaxyBarrels.com and check it out. The greatest thing about this jersey is Crumbs is on the back. The Castle Dog Crumbs is on the back. So we are going to bring in the champions. Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
Excellent work.
Yay. You were my pick, and I got your
Mama
points.
K picked you to win and picked the exact match, winning
Good
7-4.
job.
No, you all did a good job. How'd it feel?
Felt amazing. I mean, there was a lot of good darts from both teams.
Yes.
And I didn't struggle that much with my outs. I was hitting them,
Oh, you were
most of them
killing
on
the
the
outs.
Yes,
first
you were.
dart.
Yes, you were.
You
There's a
were
couple
over
I missed,
50% on the doubles, yes.
Clinical. That's all I kept saying. Like, okay, thanks for showing me
How
that.
did you feel about your darts? Because you shot very well.
You did, Jen.
For the most part, in the main area, you shot very well.
Yeah, I struggled. I told Mary Beth there were moments I forgot I was on the stream, and I just, they felt good. And then there were other moments where she was like, I can see your dart shaking, and I'm still, it's just kind of the adrenaline and the stream gets to you. The last time that I was on the stream, I was with Ben. It was in the beginning. I think we had 30 viewers. Let's be real.
Yeah.
And
You had way more than that tonight.
Yeah.
It came a long way.
I hope I have to give a couple of shout outs to all my people at work. I hope some people tuned in. My partner, Joe Hewitt, Wednesday night. This is because you gave me a shout out. Shout out, love playing with you. Mary Beth, it was an honor. You
Anytime.
were phenomenal.
Everyone was mentioning how relaxed and laughing and having a good time back there. You're normally laser focused on the match, and you stay pretty even keeled. Everyone was saying it was cool to see you having a good time.
Did
back
you see
there.
her cha-cha?
Oh, she was dancing.
Yeah.
Everyone was
Yeah.
laughing and having
Yeah.
a good time.
We were
That-
trying to give Amber time to go to the bathroom. We were trying to slow it down. And I was talking about
gotcha.
this video I watched. This little girl, she was 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she stopped for a second or two. And then she goes, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha.
And that's what you were doing.
No, but before that, like you saw everyone laughing and having a good time, and you're very laser focused.
So,
So it
girls,
felt pretty good.
when you step back and when you had outs to take, what was that conversation like? Were you guys like talking to each other? Were you,
Oh,
Mary Beth, were you
absolutely.
coaching?
Every round,
Absolutely.
every single round. I told her up front, you have 25 plus years experience. I'm just coming on 4. I want to eat it up. The thing I love about darts is the game. My game is going to come along. It's just like my passion for this is so much. And I've got a long way to come, but it's having partners like Mary Beth that challenge you, that keep teaching you.
Yeah.
That is why I think steel darts
We were a
is-
little surprised on the one leg where you had 38 left and you went to clean it up, and I'm like, she shoots the bottom of the board so well, and you had her shoot. I think she shot to 6 and hit the 13, right? Or
No, she hit the
she had 14.
double.
No, she had 14 left. I'm sorry.
Yes.
She had 14 left, and you went to shoot the 6 double 8.
She didn't like the double 7.
Right, but
So-
you normally shoot low at the bottom. I was like, she's going to kill that.
I know, but the double 7 makes me so nervous because I hit inside.
Yeah.
I love the 7. How many times did I hit it tonight? Let's be real.
No, but I mean that's why I thought, like, because like the bottom of the board is you're real comfortable there. I thought if you're comfortable there, just stay there. Like there's no difference between the 14 and the 8 personally. In my
She
opinion.
just looked at me and said, "Is there any other options?"
I didn't want to
6'10"
throw
gives-
the double 7. I just wasn't feeling it.
That's okay. It worked out though,
Yes, it
right?
did.
It all worked out.
Oh.
Yes, it did.
It did. It did. Yes.
Well, here's your trophy.
Oh,
by
yes.
Forged Egg.
My
Hey,
amazing
Very
husband
nice.
pointed out that we will be the first household with 2 of these. Yeah.
Yes.
Team Ferris.
Way to
awesome.
represent. Absolutely.
So, real quick, what was your impressions of your opponents? How they do?
They were very well. They were shooting good darts. They struggled here and there.
They were really comfortable in cricket.
Cricket. They were
Yeah.
killing us.
They won
And
every
Sierra
cricket
hit
game.
so many big shots. I was just like, where's that confidence?
Yeah.
But I know, sometimes I get in that. It was so fun. The vibe was great.
You could
There's-
tell. You could tell you guys were just having a great time. That
It was.
everybody was relaxed and there wasn't any stress and especially when Mary Beth, when you were giggling. I mean, it was great.
Like everyone was like, "Oh
It
my
was
gosh,
great.
she's having a good time back
Yeah.
here."
Yeah.
That's what it's like being my partner.
It's
The
all
It's always a
you,
good time.
The waiting list is
all
long.
you.
So get on the list.
now it's distinguished.
Exactly.
Well, congratulations, ladies.
Thanks.
You are the winner of Hey Ladies.
Hey, ladies.
Before we go off, can I make a
That
to
you
my
do it.
sponsor,
Yep.
Super Darts,
We shouted them out.
L Style? So
You got L Style also?
yes, they're
Awesome.
part of the whole deal.
Excellent. Super
Yeah.
Darts USA.
Yep. And L Style, and
Nice.
let's go to Vegas next week. And
Who you shooting with?
Are you
in
heading
Vegas?
out?
I'm shooting with Mr. Green's wife.
Oh,
Megan Green.
Oh.
Megan Green.
We
Shout
were
out.
talking about that during
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
match.
We've played several events. We do well together. We mesh. We get along. We vibe everything up. And I heard Mr. Green was going to be out there commentating, and I'm so.
Cool.
Maybe she'll be out
Is
there
she coming too?
Count me in.
That's fun.
So we're going to play the ladies masters doubles, and I'm going to play the ladies masters singles, and I'm playing the international Team USA event, and I'll be done.
We will be rooting for you.
Thank you.
That's
Great job.
amazing.
Thank you.
Mama Kate, thank you so much. You killed
are
it tonight.
You guys, thank you
killed it.
so much for having me come. It was a blast, and wow, we saw a great match.
Great
Who
match.
better to represent the ladies than Mama Kay?
There you go, girls.
Great job.
There you go. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, and thanks for the flowers, guys.
Thanks,
Great job.
everyone.
Congratulations,
Very
ladies.
nice.
So on behalf of my partner, Sean Green and Jason Ives, I am Tim Neal. We will see you next week. Real quick, our next week's host, Carrie, Mrs. Carrie Landrum, will be
Very
our
nice.
host next
Oh,
week.
good. She's feeling well enough to
She's
come.
feeling well. She's going to come out.
Yay.
She was cheering you ladies on earlier.
Good.
Miss Carrie's going to sit on and
Good to see her
Cheers.
feeling better, and we're so happy
Yep.
that you're going to be here. Yay.
Yep, and I just, if I don't forget someone's name like I always do, that's just what I do. I forget people's last names. Hey, last time I ran the show, I forgot my co-host name completely. That's what I do.
They warned me before
Oh,
that could
horrible.
potentially
I'm
happen.
So bad.
Sometimes it be like that.
Horrible. He should know better not to put one name on there. I'm like, brain not working. Well, thanks to our sponsors. Thanks, everyone. We will see you next week. Everyone have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much.
Hey.